Can you dig it? Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very third stream of the first day of 7 Days of Sabotage here on the 11th episode of the third season of Waterdeep Mallrats Dragon Heist. Hello, everybody. Yes, and also it's our first birthday. Hooray!
To us.
And there's our copyright strike. Well, so welcome everyone. I really hope that you've enjoyed the day so far. We have just come off a fantastic stream with DM Philly for City of Mist. I had a lot of fun. Just do the voice one more time for us, Rob.
Right, I had a load of fun as well, being Liam Neeson.
Yeah, in the most Rob Thompson thing ever at the very start of the stream, going, I've not really researched my character, so today I'll be playing Liam Neeson. Like, just
I know you've got plans, Rich, but I'm going to do something else.
So it was so much fun, and it was also so much fun to sort of play with Anatolia as well, which was fantastic. Had loads and loads of fun with her. So either go back and watch it on the VODs, or you can watch it on YouTube when it comes out, probably in the next couple of days. But more importantly is now. That is more important. I've got a weird box around me today. I feel like I'm like disappearing. Yeah, I am disappearing. That's cool. Okay, cool. So never mind. So if you are here, do say hello. And pop yourself in the chat. We are a chatty bunch. We do enjoy a little bit of chat. And we're also a lovely opening community. So please do say hello if you're lurking in the background. But more importantly, actually not importantly, equally as importantly, I think, to find out how you guys are doing today. Yeah, we've seen enough of my face, seen enough of Rob's face, we've seen enough of Dan's face today. So let's move over and see how Gabby's doing today. How are you doing, Gabby?
I'm really good, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of what I've done today. But I tell you what I have started to do, which is one of the most important things that's happened to me. I've started to terraform my island on Animal Crossing. And if people don't know what that means, then you're missing out. So what I did was I moved the museum, and now I'm going to make a waterfall outside of my museum. And that's honestly the best thing that's happened to me, and it's not my real life, but it's so much fun.
What's the museum called?
Oh, it's the Museum of Delfinia, because my island's called Delfinia. And you go in there and you give Blathers, who's the dude that runs it, obviously, this owl. You give him fossils that you find on your island, and then you try and make fossils. You can make like a Jurassic Park on your own island.
Mate, I need to do a D&D on your island. I think that would be fucking brilliant. I think we definitely have to do that. And then just loads of tarantulas.
Well, I was just about to say, now it's May, it's turned from tarantulas to scorpions, and I got bitten the other day, and it makes you pass go back to your house.
No.
Yeah.
This sounds so intense.
It does. It's so good.
It's
not for like 8+, so maybe it's just how I live it. It is built
really involved.
But
mate, you play your game. I think that's the way to look at it. Is always play your game. So I'm really glad that that's happening. That's really good. No, seriously, it's really good. And I think we should have maybe we could stream some of it at some point. That'd be quite fun. And see your island. Go walk around your island.
Yeah.
And then we do D&D in it. We bring down a dragon and they burn everything. No, we don't do that.
I have got a huge croc called Del, like Del Boy, off Only Fools and Horses, who'd probably put up a good fight.
There you go.
With the dragon.
So good. Well, that's definitely an option for us to move forward with.
Not more crocodiles.
More crocodiles. Talk about crocodiles and stuff. How you doing, Evie?
I love crocodiles. Yeah, I'm doing all right, thanks. Crocodiles are actually one of my favourite animals. Yeah, they're great. They're really great. We've spoken about this before, I think, on the stream, so I won't bore you with my fun facts. But yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm in the long process of moving house, which, you know, as we all know, is horrible. It's just horrible. And I got to the point last week where, my parents were like, do you want us to come up and help you move? And I was like, oh no, that's very kind, but you don't have to. And then literally last Wednesday, I think it was, I was just stood in my room going, how do I have so much stuff? And none of it is useful. Like, none of it is useful at all. And I was like, actually, can you come help me? So Mama and Papa James came up yesterday to London with the dog because they couldn't find a dog sitter, which was a win for me. And they helped me move, and then we went for a lovely long walk around Maldenhall Park, which is Gertlash. Really, really nice. So yeah, it was actually the least stressful moving day, and I'm obviously still in my place now. No green screen, no ring light, everything's stripped back and basic. So yeah, it's a long process, but it's good. It'll be nice at the end of it, and I'm just really excited about this week because there's so much going on the stream. It's so exciting.
That's very, very exciting. Well, that's lovely. I'm glad you kind of get things all ready and ready to move.
Yeah.
Ready to move in.
It's just like, why do I have 100 pairs of shoes that I don't wear? Why are they there?
Nice.
They are very nice.
Them.
Exactly. I do spend a little bit extra money on shoes. Clothing, not that fussed on. Shoes, you've got to have a decent pair of shoes. Doc Martens, they last forever. Why wouldn't you? They're a long-term investment.
We've done a whole year of not really wearing like grown-up clothes, like, so I think it's kind of skewed now with the whole like, I haven't worn this in a year. It's like, are they pajamas? You probably haven't worn them in a year. Maybe
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dungies.
All I kept here, I was like, okay, I need the necessities, and it's like, it's sweatpants and dungarees, and that's it. And hoodies.
So good.
Yeah. All good,
Well,
thank you.
Very, very good. So talking about non-formal wear, Dan, how are you doing today? So that was a better one, wasn't it? That was a better segue.
Better
Looks like
one.
Dan's non-formal wear.
Literally
Yeah. Now we're gonna throw to a scruffy bastard, Dan Burman. All right. Yeah. No, I'm very good, Joe. Thank you for asking. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. I managed to inhale a pizza in about 2.5 minutes. It was quite impressive.
Flavour?
It was, the special from the Dr. Onka.
Oh, yum, yes, the ristorante. Is that
Exactly.
the one? Oh.
Yeah,
Wait, hang on. You're not one of those people who just takes like a whole pizza and just smashes it into your face and doesn't appreciate all of the individualized flavors, are you? Who are those people?
I don't
It's
know.
not gonna work, Dan.
No, it's not, because you're supposed to eat pizza like that. That's kind of how it's supposed
You're
to be done.
supposed to eat pizza like that?
Yeah.
From the
You don't
middle.
take
That's how
you
eat
don't take
pizza.
all the toppings off and eat them individually, do you?
I've been doing it wrong.
Oh, God.
Have you ever got a slice of pizza and then rolled it into its own crust and then eaten it like
Ooh, very good.
a little?
do I do the New York fold.
Yeah.
So when you roll it in the middle and you fold it up. I do that. I've never rolled it up. I've seen somebody, like a mate of mine, Gordy, at college. I think he like cut a quarter out and then rolled it round, so that it was like a cone. So and then ate it. in
Pizza
about a minute.
burrito.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I love that you've got an actual saying for it. That it's a pizza burrito. This makes me so happy. Oh, but you're well though.
Yeah, I'm good. Had a good time controlling the weather a couple of hours ago. It's now lovely blue sky, for the most part, with a few clouds. But about an hour and a half ago, when I was playing Tlaloc with on City of Mist, I decided to bring down a hailstorm and some lightning. And then 10 minutes later, outside of my window was a hailstorm with lightning.
That was so
Yeah.
good.
That was so much fun. And I'm so excited for this week. This is the time when a giant set of spreadsheets and code becomes people and collaboration and play and enjoyment and everything. And I'm just, it's only first day and I'm already buzzing. It's great.
Good. But the real question that needs to come up is pineapple and pizza, yes or no?
Yes,
No,
100% yes.
No,
Yeah.
that is so rude.
Without a
I
doubt.
said the other day, peach on pizza. That's an apricot.
Oh.
Rude.
I'll try it.
Oh,
Pizza's pizza.
No.
Everything tastes better with pizza.
So
Da,
true.
da,
Except
da.
pineapple. Except pineapple.
No,
Yeah,
when
it's
else?
great.
When else are you going to eat pineapple? Answer me that.
Exactly.
Cheese on a stick.
Yeah,
Pina
right.
colada.
Pineapple cheese stick, birthday party.
Upside down pineapple cake.
So you've described the cheese on a stick. That's most of the components of pizza already.
Yeah, you're just
Except it's
missing
not
two
pizza.
Other
Except
things.
it's
Fruit
not
should
pizza,
be a
though.
separate
That's-
entity from everything.
I'm with Rob on this. Pineapple on pizza, yes.
Thank you, Red Panda
Oh.
Gamer. I agree. I am
Gammon and pineapple.
gammon and pineapple again.
I
Good.
have
Give it
heard
a
it
try,
all.
guys. Don't be so close-minded.
I'm just going to say you both were wrong. And that's that.
I'll take it.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoy pineapple on your pizza. I will never share a pizza with you, so that's also a good thing for you.
Part of the reason why I get it.
Oh, I
Uh-huh.
see. Oh, you even choose to order it. It's not even like you
Every
just have
time.
it.
Also,
Oh.
okay, I'm talking. If I'm going Domino's, barbecue base, cheese, tikka chicken, pineapple, peppers, delicious.
That
I've
does
had it
sound
all.
really
I
good.
honestly, it's rude.
It's great. It's polarizing. That's what I like about it. Not everyone wants it. So it's all mine most of the time.
I like a weird flavored thing, and that made me feel a bit sick.
Here's another
Yep.
one though. Pineapple, capers, olives, mushroom, pepperoni.
Pineapple,
artichoke.
capers, olives, mushroom. I'd eat it.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with Alex on this one, and he just says that was just noise, and I completely agree with that. That's not a recipe.
Me and Rob can share a pizza, except we
Yeah.
won't because I want a whole one, and so does Rob. We'll sit and eat two disgusting giant pieces together.
Delicious.
Yeah.
On your
Wow.
own, you have no friends.
I don't currently.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there's
and
no
me,
difference.
Gabby, and Dan will just get burritos. So. Oh my word! Oh god!
Half pint of whiskey you're drinking.
Excuse me?
Is that a half pint of whiskey you're drinking?
You're driving me to it. You guys are. This is on you.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
I
Oh,
may
my
may
word.
be here for it. Anyway, ask me how I am. Ask me how I am.
How,
Go on, my turn.
how are you doing?
Yeah, sick, man. Really good, thanks. Thanks for asking. So, Evie hasn't heard, so I'll tell her and anyone who wasn't watching the last stream. But I got really drunk the other night. I went Amazon shopping, and I may or may not have purchased £160 worth of laser tag equipment.
Oh God,
Yeah, 160 quid. Money well spent.
How many guns do you get?
Each pack, 2 packs I bought, has 4. How sick is that?
I want a set. I want a set. If my phone wasn't my webcam right now, I would have bought a set whilst we were on the last stream.
I have a question for Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Does it come with a shield, or are you just shooting the other guns? Is the sense
comes
of it
with-
comes
yeah,
with the thing?
reach down to your right. Go on.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Pull out the. Yeah.
Oh,
That sprays out when you die. That sprays out mist for some reason.
oh my God, that's so cool. How does it do the mist, or is it
You
just
put in
left-
a little bit of water into it.
Ah, and it's the heat thing. That is very cool. It's like we're advertising now, but we're not.
I am living my best life right now.
So good.
So hashtag SEISS, hashtag unemployed, hashtag D&D.
Oh my God.
No.
I love how Alex loved that so much, he redeemed you an advantage.
Oh, talking.
That is sick.
Actually, talking about.
I'm keeping this on.
Oh, shots fired. Right, so talking about kind of points and stuff. So, I'm going to move over a bit more. There you go. Points and stuff. We noticed some of you guys kind of get loads and loads of points, and we realised that we probably, we probably don't have enough advantages to use. So, what we've done is we started to open up some new options for you. These will not be apparent until next week. However, there is some very crazy, very large things to go in there. But we have opened one up for this week. So this week, you'll notice there is a new health potion option to be able to drop some health potions for the guys to pick up. As of next week, if you guys are able to save up all your little pennies, we do go all the way up to being able to pull a card from the deck of many things. To be able to kind of see how much we can screw this world over. But we've got things in there like random encounters, random treasure rolls. I think we've got some like really crazy. Yes, Stuart. Yeah, what have I done? but also things like advanced potions to be able to kind of do. No, don't do it. Things like advanced potions, see if we can get people to kind of fly and water breathe and all that kind of jazz. So there's lots of kind of fun things available, and we'll just see how the advantages go. I mean, last week we managed to spend an absolute fuck ton of stuff. Yeah, it's just everyone's going. It's going to be mental. Yes, it is going to be mental.
I think my favourite response to all of this was when we announced it to the rest of the cast after the stream yesterday, and when we told Gabby what the deck of many things was, she just went, "No,
Yeah.
I don't want it."
No.
Yeah. So it might take you a little while to get there because it's quite a spenny piece at 120,000 points, but it would be worth saving up for to kind of drastically change the game. Good. Let me find out, actually, all of us are playing in more games as well this week. So maybe we find out what people are playing this week. So we'll start again with Gabs. Gabs, what are you playing this week?
I'm playing it's called Emperor of the Waves, and it's on Tuesday the 18th and Thursday the 20th at 6 p.m. and it's a pirate mission.
Nice. Run by a wonderful Mr. John Cooper, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. So you're definitely looking forward to that one. So that's Tuesday and Thursday at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Great. Evie, what are you playing with this week?
I am doing an extra one-shot, Dead of Night. Ooh. DM'd by Alex Bell, of course. Hello, Alex. With Alex Pankhurst, Charlotte Potter, and Natalie Winter. And that is on Sunday the 23rd at 6 p.m, I believe. And it's the penultimate thing on the Sabotage the DM Twitch stream for the week. Yeah, and I'm very excited. It's going to be really, really fun and spooky and horror movie and great. Yeah,
exactly. It's going to be really, really good. I'm really looking forward to that one. I think both me and Dan have just been hearing a certain animal noises all week. I'm not going to reveal anything else until you see it on Sunday. Nice.
Yeah, really good.
Mr. Rob Thompson, what are you playing this week?
Hello. I randomly signed up to loads of stuff ages ago, so I'm just telling you now. I'm playing tomorrow. I'm playing Big Eyes Small Mouth, which is Zach's game. Wednesday, I'm playing Seven Deadly Kobolds, which is run by you, Joseph Thorpe. I'm doing Rime of the Frost Maiden immediately after that, which is run by Josh Ellison. Witch is Dead on Friday, which is another DM Philly session. And then I think that is it for me. That's it for me.
Wow. Lots and lots of stuff to see there. Maybe we'll pop the full schedule up in a second once we've spoken to Dan. Dan, what are you playing this week? You're playing fucking everything, really.
Yeah, I'm playing the rest. So I'm playing Big Eyes Small Mouth here with Rob and Joe and Zach and some lovely guest players. Wednesday I'm doing a marathon because I am a masochist. I am playing Seven Deadly Kobolds. And then I'm going to do Rime of the Frost Maiden, and then immediately after that I'm going into American time zones to play City of Sin, a 1920s Prohibition era kind of deal with Zach's Big Wave, which is on the Savage Worlds mechanic, not a D&D game. And I'm going to try my hardest to stay alive, but more importantly, stay awake. And then on Thursday I am hosting. No, I'm not. That's the wrong day. On Friday, I am hosting a Rebel Role Players Roundtable, and I will have that right by the time that it goes live, where we have merely role players and also the Legends of Luminous coming together for a lovely chat show where we're going to talk about all things RP in the RPG world, because we've had lots of people get in contact with us talking about the RP stuff, and just want to hear some extra points of view and give some pointers about character creation and best moments and things like that. And then, am I doing anything else? Oh yeah, and then on Saturday I'm doing D&D in space with DM Philly. That was so good. At 6 o'clock local time, where we're going to be a bit Guardians of the Galaxy. And then on Sunday, I'm actually running Dead of Night from the OBS side of things, and going to be more terrified than the players play in the horror game. That's the thing that I'm most terrified of, is pressing all the buttons. So many buttons. So many buttons. I'm gonna be putting a cable out my window.
Yeah, right.
Oh, so jealous.
The Eldritch Cannon needs. What did they call it? What did we call it in the end? We asked the chat
The
when we did the
roacher,
live stream.
the toaster roacher.
The toaster roacher. That is the name of the Eldritch Cannon.
I love that.
Because it's a bit insectoid and it's a bit kitchen, and it will shoot you with flames. Toaster roacher.
Yep.
There's other sounds for it as well.
Yeah, that's great.
Ooh.
Just all of them whenever you want. Go. I love it.
Oh god.
Wow, so it's a busy week then.
Yeah, I've just
It's
put
a
the
busy
full
week.
lineup on the chat so you guys can have a little look. Just keep scrolling. It's an Instagram post, but just keep scrolling because it's got all of the lineups on there.
Exactly. So I think, what am I doing? So tomorrow I'm playing with Big Eyes Small Mouth, with wonderful Zach's Big Wave. We've got the 7 Deadly Kobolds. So please come and join us for 7 Deadly Kobolds. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So kobolds are also always seen as sort of vermin and sort of an easy first level kill type adventure. And so what we're doing is 7 kobolds who are protecting their home from the evil heroes who are coming to come and destroy them. So I hope that's going to be a lot of fun. That's with some great new players, including some of you guys. So Heavens Bevins will be playing on there. The great Mark Jeffers will be playing on there. We've also got the Pirate Moustache himself, Mr. Paul Flannery's coming. We've got Kat Davies playing. We've got Josh Ellison playing. So that's going to be really great. Then we're playing, of course, the Rime of the Frost Maiden. But on Thursday, is it Thursday or is it Wednesday? No, it's Thursday. On Thursday, we're going to be doing a Rebel DMs little chat round table, and that's going to be with the wonderful DM Philly, with Zach's Big Wave, DM Josh Ellison, and of course the amazing, the one, the only, the Fizzlekins. So that's going to be Fizzlekins.
Amazing.
So that's going to be great fun. I'm just really looking forward to all the music and performances as well, but we'll get into those another time. You can also check out the schedule on our Twitch schedule from below, and that also allows you to put reminders on things so that you can be reminded if you're going to miss, if you think you're going to miss something. Good. Great.
All the things.
All the things. Oh. Thank you, Mule. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so I think we're all done with all the stuff, unless we've got anything else to talk about today.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Nope.
I think we've done all of it.
I think we have done all of it. All right, so
Literally all of it.
Rob, what happened last week?
Okay, this is a bit of a silly recap, just to give you some forewarning. I'm in a bit of a silly mood today. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, she's out of time. Plenty of enemies heavily armed. Your life is on the line. Although little Rix may have been fast asleep, last week's session began with a different kind of kidnapping. Oshi proved it was possible to be alone, yet surrounded, as she ran as fast as her little snake-like legs could slither away from her soon-to-be captors before eventually being caught and taken away to an unknown location. Baggi, Pups, and Phatts soon caught word of their moody friend's disappearance and quickly began investigating. Their keen detective work had them tailing Oshi's snail trail all the way to the tailor's. With some quick thinking from someone who isn't Big Phatts, the group used one of their magic bird letters to guide them to Oshi's whereabouts. Phatts and Baggi commandeered a stinky shit wagon, while Pups made like a parkour Jesus and ran across the roofs. The journey took the group to a warehouse, where naturally a battle ensued. Baggi unveiled her ramshackle cannon, which did a big boom boom at the baddies. Pups did a sneaky and managed to free the hog-tied snaky. And Lumber Phatts Jack went all fat lumberjack and chopped a support beam down, collapsing the entire second floor. And our episode ended with a blast from the past as the group came face to face with Miss Target.
That was amazing.
That was awesome. That was so good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Thompson. Thank you very much, Mr. Thompson. Very much appreciated. I really hope that you've all figured out what's happening there instead of focusing on the wonderfulness. But great. All right. So we are going to jump straight in with our normal montages as we kind of go to... Yes. Okay. A small, rough, muddy, slimy trough. As we see this water begin to sort of travel down this trough, suddenly a big splosh sort of comes into it. So we see the dirty, browny coloured water sort of mix with the mud as we swing down past a turd. As we see the sewer systems, the open sewer systems of the field ward. As we go round and through, we see that it drops down a hole. And we follow the hole down and we see that we come out as a bucket pulls a bucket of fresh water out of a well. The water is brown coloured. As we see 4 heavies make their way around and they walk into a pub. Cut to.
The blood had started to drip down the hilt of the dagger and onto Pups' wrists before he came to. He doesn't remember exactly what happened. All he remembers is 2 noises. As the entire chamber erupted around him in flames. After a brief reunion with his friends and a frantic bid for safety, he was cornered again with an incoming horde of demons. But then they were there. In a whirl of metal and flesh, Miss Target was there to save him and his friends. The last thing Pups remembers is being dragged up a rope by Tunk, all the while desperately reaching for his Harper saviour. Cut to.
The chairs and tables stacked at the entrance would serve only as a temporary barricade, but he knew the door wouldn't hold for long. The voices from outside had become louder now, and the banging at the door had grown to an almost deafening level. But he just needed a few more minutes. The runestone tremored in his shaking hand. He pressed his lips close to it and whispered, "Find me and save me," before opening the war-forged mouth and dropping it inside. A loud shatter of snapping wood as the doors downstairs burst open, footsteps racing up the stairs. The gnome looked up once more to his creation and quietly said a prayer that this warforged would one day return to him, and that he would be alive to see it. Cut to.
Water splashing around her, Oshisota could still hear the giggles of the elven children. Her and Suatsa just ran past. She scrubbed the green scales on her right forearm and squeezes the tears daring to sneak out from her eyes. Having never seen you aunties outside her family, she knows she has more scales than normal, but she's never experienced whispers and giggles. She scrubs harder as she remembers the tallest elf spitting "monster" at her. She starts on her forehead, cursing the brush for not being rough enough. Her forearm raw and spotting with blood, but definitely still scaly. Blood dripped into her bath water, and a shout rings through the door. "Oshi, it's my go! Now! It's now! Hurry up! How smelly are you?" Suatsa bangs on the door. Lucky, older, unscaled Suatsa. Cut to.
We see a spindly orange leg, translucent, almost looking as though it's made from glass, lift up, rotate at the point where the leg meets the body, before putting itself down. Tiny, fragile glass-like hairs speckle the leg as it continues this movement in an almost mechanical fashion. Up, rotate, down. Up, rotate, down. Up, rotate, up. Suddenly, the legs disappear into the sky. We zoom out, and as we do, we see a grey hand holding onto tweezers that have gently plucked the large orange ant from its home. We now see lots of these ants climbing in formation, up and down a leaf plonked inside of a jar. As we continue to zoom out, we see that an 8-year-old half-orc is the orchestrator of the tweezers, and an 8-year-old Wanty pureblood looks at the ant dangling in front of her eyes with a doubtful expression.
How is this going to convince Sister Pastine that I'm hurt?
Says Oshisota. Well, says Baggi, these ants have a special liquid that works as an antioxidant stored in its bum.
Its bum. I don't want to touch an ant's bum.
No, it's not like poo, it's just like a reddish liquid, look. And Baggi gently squeezes the belly of the ant, and a couple of drops of dark red liquid appear on the ant's tail end. Oshi looks suitably impressed, and Baggi dabs the liquid on her fingertip, and it spreads quickly and purposefully between the microscopic cracks and crevices, making it look like her finger is bleeding. It doesn't hurt the ants, they just make more over time and might feel a little woozy for a bit. Suddenly, a large but young dwarf bundles under the bunk bed where the girls are lying on their bellies facing each other.
What's you guys doing? Oh, you doing the lipstick?
Trunk says, spotting the red on Baggi's finger. No, we're trying.
Thorpe wants to play with the lipstick too.
He grabs Baggi's finger and forces it onto his bottom lip. A split second after this, Pups crawls in on top of Oshi's back and peers over her shoulder and notices Tunk's red-stained lips.
Ah, you making the fake blood to get the chocolate? I want to try. Let me try.
And Baggi continues, yes, but you shouldn't have put it on your lips, Tunk.
Why?
Because it has a numbing effect.
Oh, that's why my mouth feels weird.
Silence hangs in the air before the four of them can no longer contain their laughter, and they collapse further into the wooden floors, stifling giggles into their arms. Cutting.
As we go past the floorboards of the school, going down further into the sewer systems, as we come down to a great and ancient door that we fly through like ghosts, until we see a room surrounded with hundreds and thousands of dragons.
Hey.
Yeah.
Story time.
Well done, guys. I was literally like, I can't follow that. I'm just going to go to the end.
Evie James
Well done,
put it out of the
guys.
bag again.
That was so lovely.
Oh,
Thank you very much for that. All righty. So, I'm going to go with, let's go with this one here. Let's go with some scary, because it's scary time. If you fire arrows into your enemy's buttocks, eventually you're going to get caught, says an elf with half an arm, one arm missing, one leg missing, one eye missing, is being carried down or helped down the stairs of Oshisota of this warehouse. She looks battered and bruised, but these injuries seem to have happened a long, long, long time ago. There you all are. Finally standing in front of me.
Are they downstairs?
As they kind of come down the stairs with Oshi. I think, Pups, you've just kind of come in from helping Baggi, I think. That's what you were doing last, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pups was like has done a healing hand and turns around and like recognizes the voice immediately, and just goes flying towards. Actually, like goes towards as if to like jump and like leap at them, and realizes just in enough time at the sort of state that Miss Target finds themselves in, and sort of stops and just, you're alive.
Yes. Well, I think so. And she goes over to her hand, but she doesn't have a hand. She said, oh. Yep.
How?
She kind of leans forward and says, do you doubt my skill?
No.
Let's just say it was extremely difficult. And I was lucky to get out of there alive. But I was happy to see that you four had gotten out. Sorry, Ms. Target. And she sort of bows towards Big Phatts.
Right, okay. I was waiting for someone to fill me in. Phatts, Big Phatts.
Oh, I know who you are.
Right.
I really enjoyed your old shop. It was an interesting little shop.
You were the summer's leaf.
Every Tuesday, 4 o'clock.
I remember you now.
Of course, I had a prosthetic then. Didn't want to show myself off too much.
I'll never forget a bland.
Speaking of which, have you got a cigarette?
I sure as hell do. You want a cigar? You look like you've been through a shit show.
Oh, no, not a cigar. It's too strong for me, but a cigarette would be grand.
And
And
Oshi
Phatts.
passes her one.
And she sort of like takes it with the other hand and sort of, "We've got a lighter."
Yeah, Baggi takes out the lighter.
Oh, Baggi. Thank you, my dear. She kind of pops it out. And you guys are kind of slightly surprised by how nonchalant she's kind of being.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's to me it's like I stopped seeing you yesterday. In fact, I did stop seeing you yesterday.
Why the hell were you here?
I was picked up. I ended up seeing them take Oshi here, and so I reported back. Unfortunately, they then found me and brought me here too. Couldn't run away, could I? She sort of giggles her head off. She kind of stares down at her missing leg.
Could I do, as Phatts has never really, he hasn't got a past with this person rather than he's just their former customer. Can I do an insight check?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So I'm looking for just like a general, like, does this person seem trustworthy? Does it seem like they're, like, get anything out of this conversation? Does anything seem suspicious?
I think that nothing seems untrustworthy with a 17.
Mm-hmm.
However, that familiarity that she seems to have with what seems like a very unusual situation for the guys, she doesn't seem that fazed by it, and that's sort of what's surprising to you, I think. But other than that, she is telling the truth, as far as you're aware.
Great. Thank you.
Had to watch you. Not from afar as such. More like the other side of a hallway.
I can't believe you were so close this whole time.
Well, it was important that you never saw me, which is why I never allowed you to see your neighbor in the apartment across the hall.
But why could we never see you?
It was my mission. Keep an eye on you. Don't affect your path. And allow to see if you will find your own way to greatness. That was my mission. And I'm glad to say you did very well.
Well, some of us didn't.
No. But he was a fantastic hero. A true hero. Then roll your eyes at me, Miss Sota. And she's sort of like a tone that you haven't heard for like 11 years or 10 years. You're instantly kind of put down into like an 8-year-old state. It's like Tunk was far beyond all of you. And I hope that one day he will be happy.
Pups suddenly becomes acutely aware of where they are. And now that they've got 2 people we need to extract instead of 1, we need to get you guys back to safety.
Ah, that's all right. I can walk. She sort of like hobbles over and picks up this like shattered piece of wood and just sort of grabs hold of it and uses it like a cane. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I can make it back to a Harper safe house. It'll be fine.
Okay, well,
Unless you have somewhere else you think is more safe. Heard you had a very nice house.
yeah. I mean, I don't know how safe it is. People seem to know who we are now quite a lot. I don't know if you'll get much privacy, but I mean, it's always there's always a place for you there.
Let's not say too many things before we've discussed them with the group.
Yeah.
Forgive me if I'm untrustworthy of you, ma'am, but I've only just met you properly.
No worries. I understand. Look. I saved you when you were kids. I've watched you grow. But that does not mean that I am your savior. I will help you out when I can. Okay.
Thank you.
How are we to find you if we need you?
Good question. Suppose if you put a message through one of our agents, I'm sure you know one by now.
We do.
Then the message will get to me.
Very well. We're supposed to be heading down to the field ward soon to sort some stuff out for all of y'all watchers. Got any tips?
Yeah. Knock them dead.
That was the plan.
Anyway, with the war going on between the Zentarium and the Xanathars, the streets are extremely dangerous. And the field ward is already extremely dangerous, so do watch yourselves.
Thank you.
Good. Pups, a quick word before we
Okay.
leave. And she sort of like, you see it kind of, she asks kind of like pass over to Pups. And then she kind of like comes off him and starts walking over with you into the corner. And she puts a hand out to you.
And Pups does the Harper handshake.
Good. So, what did you think of their binary bullshit?
It left a lot to be desired, if I'm honest.
Yep. An old thought in old ways.
Yeah.
I don't think these are people who are paper pushers, not necessarily field agents. They don't quite understand the complexities of good or the complexities of evil.
Yeah. Do you
Or
think?
you- Please carry on.
Do you think it's best we just tell them as little as possible?
No. You're an agent now. Honest and true. Yes?
Yes.
Everything else is shades of grey, I suppose. But honest and true.
Honest and true. I'm glad you're back.
I'm not back. I just crossed your path, that's all.
You have a habit of doing that just at the right time.
Yes, usually to my own detriment. But, look, if you seriously do need me, and she kind of like writes down an address for you,
Uh-huh.
and she goes, "This is a safe house. Put it to memory and burn the paper, would you?"
Yep.
There is a lot of darkness here. I feel there's probably something larger than what the organization is wanting to believe.
Just like
If
old
you
times.
notice. Yes. Just like the old enemies. Great old enemies of old, as they always used to say in the old times. Devils. Like the ones who took my arm, my leg, and my eye. But more powerful. And far larger plans. Far, far larger plans.
We'll stop them.
We'll try. Honest and true, remember?
Honest and true.
Good. And I've seen the statue that they've started to erect for Mr. Tunk. It's beautiful.
I'm going to roll an insight on this target.
Go for it.
$26.
Honest
Honest and
and
true?
true.
Okay. Had to check.
She either looks at you and says, I'm not surprised. I would check me too. And she has a nosebleed because she's thinking about insight checks and D20s and stuff.
Oh god, not a nose as well. You've suffered enough.
She kind of, I understand. I would be checking for honesty too.
It's been a long 10 years, you know.
To say, you are never out of my sight.
I will see you soon.
Oh, one thing. I saw you speak to somebody on the street. They looked like they were originally they looked like they were some sort of beggar or homeless person, and then they were something else.
Dan can't remember this.
Morduck.
Oh yeah.
So you spoke to the evil of evils, then?
Yeah. You could say that, yeah.
Is that how you got out of the school?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good call. I probably would have done the same.
And that's like the first time that anyone's ever sort of given any like any kind of what's the word? Like levity towards like what Pups has thought at the time, and it kind of something kind of falls out of him emotionality wise. Like, oh god, like someone who understands.
But it is unfortunate. I've been looking for a way down.
Down.
A portal. Struggling for my searches, but I am going to keep looking. We'll get him back.
We'll get him back.
Even if it is not you and I.
I understand.
Honest and true.
Honest and true. Thank you. Thank you for for everything.
Oh, this is your part of town. Where can you get a decent cup of tea around here? And she sort of like starts hobbling out of the warehouse. And you just kind of see her kind of walk off. She kind of turns around and goes, "Oh, Miss Baggi."
Yes?
The cannon. And then she hobbles out. The Miss Target kind of like pops off.
I should have given her my card. Fucking hell, Phatts. Think long term.
I don't think she'll have a problem finding us if they need to.
Right, I just repeat business is what kept my business going, so.
You kind of look around the view of you, and one of the things that's really obvious here is Oshi standing in front of you with a torn dress and what looks like no equipment whatsoever.
Can we take a check around to see if there were any weapons dropped by peeps?
Yeah, sure. So I think you can find, a basic, you'll find a basic short bow and a basic rapier around. And I'll say a collection of, let's say, the number of coins that equal about 5 gold pieces in total.
Woo!
So like copper pieces and silver pieces, like just a mixture. That's kind of all that you find, apart from on the bandit, like the bandit captain, the headless one. I'm going to call the headless bandit captain, who is kind of upstairs. Who's searching that body?
Oshi will.
All right. First thing you do is you get your locket back. What you also find is a piece of paper which gives you a bunch of numbers that you don't understand. And at the bottom there is a circle with a bunch of lines coming off of it. Anything else in the place is just sort of trivial stuff, like bits of rag and whatever. I'm going to say you spend about an hour doing this. So if you guys wanted to treat that as a short rest.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
So you can do some healing and stuff. Because you guys have got a job to do today. And this has literally just been a stopgap in that day. So you're not going to be able to get a long rest, I'm afraid.
Sad times.
Oh my days.
But I'll take that.
You can do all your hit dice if you wanted.
Yeah, you can use as many of your hit dice as you like, Gabby. If you want to use all 3,
Thank you.
you can.
I might use another one because I feel like we're going to need it.
We have had our first. We had it during the start. We had a health potion come through from Daz. Can we
Cool.
find that
So-
in here?
Yeah, absolutely. You find a health potion. I'm going to roll a d4 and see which ones get it. So the way I'm looking at it is kind of the way that we did the intros today. So Dan 1, Rob 2, Gabby 3, Baggi 4. Is that okay?
Thank you, Daz.
1d4. Baggi finds it.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
So Baggi has a health potion with her, and you kind of like look at your kind of knowledge of the city. You kind of know that you are fairly close to a gate that will get you into the field ward. However, I don't think Pups has had a chance to fully explain. Have you had a chance to fully explain the mission? I think you have, haven't you?
Yeah, we spoke about it when I first came out, and we agreed the mission, and I'd sent the location to Oshi, and we were about to leave, and then Neverember came out and was like, whoa, go get Oshi first. So we know that we're going to get like some racketeers from the field ward.
But Oshi doesn't know that information.
I just told her to meet us here. Yeah. Want to go and take out some of that aggression?
I'm fine. Yes.
As we see it, she goes, "I'm fine." Starts like ripping the rest of the dress off so that she can get back to normal trousers with fucking with her weapons all ready and available. And she's like, "Yeah, I'm all right."
Yeah. I'm a bag of torture instruments.
Oh yeah, with your proficiency.
Oh, yeah. Proficiency
my
in
God.
torture instruments. Oh god, why did I do that?
Yes,
Why?
because
Because it's great. It's such a good. It's the Oshiest thing that ever Oshied that. Like,
Is there anything else you guys want to do inside this hour that you're inside the space?
Pups has a little bit of a meditate and gets their key points back.
Phatts is going to assist the help of Baggi to, like, tighten up his, like, kind of armor that's been falling apart. I think that's how he's going to do short rests and rests from now on, is that he's going to enlist the help of a mechanic.
Nice.
Love that.
And I think in that time there's like you guys are doing it in silence. But I think Baggi, you can kind of see this as a very intimate act. A very trusting act. And Big Phatts, you're kind of vulnerable in that moment, I think. Of somebody else tightening you up. And I think that's kind of like there's a beginnings of a respect starting to kind of form between the two of you. As almost this has begun a relationship of necessity almost. Do you know what I mean? But I'm hoping that will grow into something else. Not that kind of something else. Might do, never know. Yeah, an hour kind of passes and you guys kind of come out. So let's see where we is. Oh, there we are. We're in the... are you guys on that map as well? Yes. Okay, so we're over here by Black Dog Alley. Oh, I just moved Oshi. There we go. And you see that you are fairly close to what is known as Tower Marsh Gate, which is over here. So you're literally just through an alleyway and you would be out into the field ward itself. Can somebody do a history check for me, please?
I shall. Can I use one of my advantages? Possible.
Yes.
Because I've still got loads.
Still got 5.
Yeah. Okay. It's 20.
Oh! Alrighty. For that, I'm going to give you... Oh, I actually managed to knock my green screen. Hang on. There we go. That'll do. Okay, so you know that the field ward is a very, very, very extremely poor and kind of forgotten part of the city. You know that there isn't any sewer systems. Everything's kind of open. You know that the population kind of grew so much that a wall had to be made around them, turning them into some sort of ward. I also think you know that there are gangs around, and there are, like Black Star, there are some no-go zones for the watch. So you also know that if you do go out there and you do get yourself in trouble, the watch ain't coming at all. I think about the street that you're going into, which is Burnt Inn Street. I think you know of only a couple of places, a couple of businesses on that street, one of which you know is called the Loose Gaia. And it's a pub that you're aware of. You know it's not a great pub. It's not going to be a great pub, but you know that there is a drinking establishment with the Loose Gaia.
Okay.
As you kind of step out, begin that journey, stepping out into the warehouse, out of the warehouse. Sorry.
Okay. So you know where we're going is not the most desirable of places.
No.
And not fantastically. We're going to have to be watching our back most of the time. And I suppose we also don't really know exactly where to start, but a good place to go maybe might be a pub.
Sounds good to me.
I only know of one, and I'm not 100% sure what it's going to be like, but the Loose Gaia. There'll probably be people in there. They'll probably be drinking. They might be chatting. We might hear some things. So
Can't be worse than the skewered dragon, so I'm sure we'll just be fine.
Mhm.
And yeah, Baggi goes, in that kind of, yeah, you got no fucking
Yeah,
idea.
it's gonna be way worse.
Oh, there's going to be an even bigger pile of bodies. Is that on the Baxter Backleright tour?
As you kind of step out onto Tower Watch, I think it's called, or Tower March, and then instead of going down, going west, which will take you back to Trollskull Alley, you go northeast instead. As you make your way, and there's a huge sort of, I think it's now about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'd say. As the traffic has kind of slowed down quite a lot from the kind of morning rush, where there would usually be loads of people coming into the city from the field ward, and now it's sort of like settling a little bit. And you kind of step out through the kind of large grand gates. Have you guys ever stepped out of the gates before? I know that Big Phatts would have, but would you guys have stepped out of the gates at all?
I think I've stepped into the gates as a kid.
Yeah, I think you have as a child. You did down in the southern ward.
I don't think Baggi ever has. I'm just double checking that. But no, I don't think so.
Okay, so you kind of come through these kind of ginormous, sort of strong, thick walled, like stone walled archways. You see that there's guards kind of on one side but not the other. Thank you, Rogue Brot. Thank you very much for following. Big fun. As you kind of come through the gates, you kind of see the other side. Looks as if this was once kind of like the main defensive area of Waterdeep, but now it's very much kind of more forgotten spot. As you kind of walk in through the major gates, the smell that hits your nostrils is the first thing that kind of notice. It's kind of like a slightly putrid sewage smell. As you step out, and very much where you guys are standing, which is, I'm just going to move one of your tokens here. The buildings around here look very much like the buildings of Blackstar and the Dock Ward. So they look as if the buildings are slightly falling over each other. It feels as if like they're slightly kind of about to collapse at any moment. The difference is there's no glass in the windows. And you, by looking further down the street towards the northwest, you see that these are the best buildings on the street. There's children sort of running around sort of barefoot, and they look very, very hungry. There's one of them is sort of sat near like a dripping drain pipe. He's sort of scooping up the muddy water and sort of drinking it. This is a very, very, very poor part of town.
Does Baggi still have her massive cannon walking around behind her?
Yes.
Is there a way for you to like minimize that cannon at all, or is it staying that size and following us the whole time?
That's a really good question. I assume I can minimize it and put it back.
Well, the thing is, that would be dismantling it and making a new one, which would be a spell slot.
That is true. What size? I think it's still small, right? So I could probably fit it maybe in a pocket.
You could probably attach it to your back. I'd say.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So what she's going to do then is she's going to be like, yeah. And so she's like done a voice activation thing, very state of the art. So she just goes, because she can't whistle very well. And then it just sort of goes, and then it climbs up onto her back and almost like latches on and looks.
Creepy.
Yeah. It looks like
What is it? What's the command you say to it?
I say,
Get him up.
Get him up.
Come here. Get him up.
And it goes, playing Baxter Backleright.
Tell me why.
No. I think she says, "Come on, Tasty," and then it does, and she's like, "Oh, actually worked."
He sort of like sits on your shoulders. You've got these two ladles here, And it's kind of like 2 fridge magnets that kind of connect the 2 ladles together. So it comes like a backpack.
Love that. Yeah.
Gabs has got scorpion trauma.
So grim.
And yeah, so now she's kind of got it on her back. Do you guys want to try and figure out where you're going, or do anything you would like to do here?
Pups has wandered whilst that's all happening. Pups has wandered over to the group of kids and has handed over 5 rations and like found like asked them to go and get something a container so he can pour out half of his water skin.
They look at you like, and they kind of take the kind of the food. When you say container, they kind of, one of them runs away and comes back with like a really dirty, muddy water bottle, like a wine bottle. Clearly a piece of trash or rubbish that's being kind of thrown out.
It's okay. Just take it and I hand over the water skin.
And this sort of like this gingerly hand looks up, and you can see that it looks as if. Actually, can you do an insight for me?
Yeah.
You roll.
9.
All right. You can see them going forward, and he sort of snatches it and then runs. But what is clear is that they're almost as they turn, because if it's a body action, I think you'd recognise. It's like they're protecting their arms, so you can't grab them.
Yeah.
As they run away, and you see a group of boys, sort of group of kids, sort of come together, and you see the larger of the kid is sort of like dropping water into each of them, and you can see one of them going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 as they begin sort of rationing the water between each other.
Yeah, I think poor insight or not, like Pups recognizes this behavior, like Pups has done this behavior.
Exactly.
And sort of recognizes the behavior, isn't offended, and is trying to be as passive and as non-scary as possible.
Yeah, this is why I gave it to you regardless, because it was like, you know this.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like, you look across and you can see that it is a slum. Sort of the streets and alleyways sort of like spider out from where you are, and you could quite easily get lost at this place. Who do we think would know streets? I think it probably be Pups because of your background, right?
Yeah, I've got city secrets. Will it go this far?
I think it will, but I'm going to get you to do a roll anyway.
Yeah, of course.
So let's do a survival check.
All right. Survival check. I love these dice. Oh, that's a crit.
Nice. Okay, good. You know exactly where you're going to go. So you know that this street here. It's kind of like the width of it is about this, slightly smaller than Black Star Lane, but it's also the main street, one of the main streets through the field ward itself. It's called Gorn Knife Street, I think. I'm gonna go with that name, Gorn. And you think that'll take you all the way up to close towards that will change onto Fieldway, which will allow you to get onto Burton Street.
You say it was called the Loose Gaia, Baggi? Yeah, I know where that is. I've been there.
Pups. I know you've got a good heart and everything, but everyone knows we're here now because of that act you just did. Someone coming into the field ward and feeding all the kids, those people are going to be recognized and talked about. I'm just saying watch your back from here on out, because I'm sure we are now known to be here before we know who is here.
Fair enough.
That's why you should just never be nice to people.
Well, that's why you shouldn't feed people when you don't know who's around.
You've never been hungry, have you, Phatts?
I don't get hungry, and I don't need to sleep.
No. So you don't know what it's like. Pups walks.
Fucking teenagers, man.
So you start making your walk through, This is a very well kept street for Field Ward, and it is still muddy and full of kind of large troughs and all this kind of stuff as you walk through. But you finally make your way through to Burnt In Street. And you kind of walk down the street and you come towards like something that looks as if it's sort of like looks like a pub, smells like a pub, it probably is a pub.
Yeah.
As you kind of you kind of stood outside of it and kind of looking up at this place. It looks more like sort of like a covered shack. So it's like the walls have kind of been kind of hastily made over with wood. This one-story building probably has like a room, maybe 2 rooms in it, but it's not particularly large. And for 3 o'clock, it also doesn't seem that busy either.
Are there people here? There are a few people here, though.
Yeah, there's a few people kind of around the street itself.
Have we been told? We've been told the road that we need to go to, right?
That's where we are.
You're on Burnt In Street.
Oh,
Which is where you're supposed to go. And Baggi is sort of taking you through to this pub. Oh, you both have kind of taken you through to this pub. The oh god, what was the name of it again?
Loose
Gaia.
Gaia.
The loose Gaia. That's the one. Yeah, and I think you can see that scribbled on the wall with white paint.
See? Told you it wouldn't be much.
No.
Let's get this over with. I don't want to get some sort of disease.
Best you get your most charming voice on then, eh?
What for?
Ask for some information. I don't know. What is it you normally do?
Apparently get kidnapped.
Who even invited this guy?
Who fucking
Honestly,
saved your ass?
He fought in a fight with us once, and now suddenly we're lumbered with him, man.
Well, drinks are on me. I'll buy the first round.
I wouldn't drink in here. The glasses will be dirty, and we'll get like E. coli or some disease.
But we've also got to make it seem like it's normal for us to be here, so they trust us.
They're never going to believe that with me.
Fine then, we'll go first. And Baggi sort of gestures to Big Phatts to go in ahead of her. And then Pups.
Come on, Oshi, I'll teach you how to be a street urchin. Come on.
You kind of, as you kind of walk in through your swing doors, you see there's about 3 tables, 2 of which are occupied, and one of which is sort of somebody's just getting up from. The floors feel muddy, almost just feel as if there's just some straw across the floor. And a lot of the tables are kind of made up of old barrels. And on the bar itself is kind of a piece of wood that has been sat on 2 barrels, and behind them is like one massive barrel of ale. And then what they've got is like leather cups that are sort of across the back of the pub. And standing in the middle of it is a female halfling. And she sort of slightly waddles. She's like, welcome. I've forgotten the name of the fucking pub again. Welcome to the loose Gaia. You want a drink?
Yes, we do.
All right. What would you like?
What's your best ale?
This one. And she sort of goes back to this massive barrel behind her. She's like, that. Called the last chance.
4 last chances then.
And she kind of goes over and pours out these 4 mugs of last chance. And she says, 12 copper pieces, please.
And Phatts will pay. And he'll pay to the penny, no tips.
She hands it back. He doesn't seem fazed by the fact you gave no tips. It's just sort of... She's sort of like, right, okay. I suppose you can sit down if you like, I suppose, but enjoy your drinks, I suppose.
All right, thank you very much. Listen, you haven't had any trouble lately around these parts?
She kind of leans forward. You the bill?
Not at all.
Well, I suppose you can't have any tattoos on that metal, right?
I can have engravings, but I can assure you I'm shiny as hell.
Well, look, I'm not going to give my information over for free.
I wouldn't expect you to.
You know, a couple of copper, maybe.
I tell you what, I'll give you a silver if you tell me everything you know.
Shit, yeah.
And Phatts takes out 5 copper and puts it on the table or into her hand.
Half now and half when you've told me everything.
Well, how do you know it's going to be everything? I could tell you off and you just think it's everything, right?
Could be. But if we're making a business deal, surely you'd want some return business.
And he looks over to Pups and winks.
That's not for joking. You're not going to come back here, are you?
Most likely not, no.
No. Right. Firstly, my name's Lara. Lara Roundabout.
Lara, that's a beautiful name you have there.
Mm-hmm. And do you want to do a perception check for me?
Yeah. Hold on, roundabout. Perception, go. 17.
You see the beginnings of a tattoo on her arm with a crest that's on it that you know to be the 15th Regiment.
Great.
And what do you know about the 15th, Rob? Who are the 15th?
15th were frontline, cannon fodder, often called, made up of mostly poor and weak, underfed and malnourished individuals who were used as frontline infantry. You were lucky to survive the 15th Regiment.
Mm-hmm. And she looks over and she says, look, there's a reason why the beer's called The Last Chance. It's a group of people that come around every day at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
They want to take our take-ins and I've been refusing to pay them. Cants.
Yeah.
Listen, I can see that you are military trained such as myself. I'm sure that I can help you out. I wouldn't want a soldier like you being extorted now.
Yeah. He's an ex-soldier.
I'm an ex-soldier as well. But we have to look out for each other since no one else would.
Yeah. And then she slides the 5 cold copper pieces back to you. Listen, I think they're Zentarium. The thing is I know that they're coming in today and I know that they're going to be smashing up this place.
No, you do not know that information. You know they're coming in today, and you now know that we will deal with it.
What's your name?
Phatts. Big Phatts.
Oh, fucking hell.
Why'd you say that?
You know why.
Shiniest person on the battlefield, am I right?
Mm-hmm. Christ, I think you're luckier than I am.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. This is honest. Between you and I, there's a couple of things. You're either incredibly skilled, you're genuinely a hero, you're lucky, or you lied your teeth off, one or the other.
I'll let you decide that after tonight.
Yeah, good call. There's one of them is a big fucker. His name is Gregor. He's more than likely going to be the tallest and the burliest. But I tell you, if they take this barrel, I'm ruined.
That barrel is now my priority, and I will look after it. But I will need possibly 1 or 2 more drinks from it beforehand.
1.
Let's call it 2 and we're done.
No, I'll be 1. I can't give you 2. I can't afford it.
What about 1 and 5 copper that I handed you before?
Done.
Done.
And you kind of see that these numbers that you're used to working in are null and void here. Like the concept of a single gold piece here would be insane to think about passing over a bar. As she kind of pours you a couple of more beers. Well, thank you, Big Phatts.
Thank you, Lyra. Listen, when they walk in at 5 o'clock, do not draw attention to us. Let us scope out the situation and we'll take it from there.
Of course.
Thank you.
But if they come anywhere near my barrel, I will fucking stab them with a sharp stick.
I assume you will. Military trained.
As you see that she kind of like turns, and you can see you can see it lift slightly a hilt of a sword under the bar, and then kind of pop it back under the bar again.
Yes, Nara.
Yeah. Now go on, fuck off and sit down. Lock in the bar.
Very well.
And as you turn around, there's no other customers that need the bar at all. It's just...
Were the group standing beside me, or did they get a table during all this?
I mean, I feel like we got a table.
Right,
Yeah.
cool. So you got a little table. You're kind of all squashed together on this little table. And of course, it's wobbly as well. There's a single candle stub that is in the middle of the table itself, which is kind of giving the glow. But there's no like big fireplace or anything like that to kind of keep you warm. Don't need it because it's fucking hot. But because of the heat, it's a sweltering sort of sawdust and hay and mud and very muggy in here. Extremely muggy. I think Oshi, you're quite happy with it. Like, it's a
She's
good.
not- Yeah, she's not sat down though, because it's.
Baggy turns to Oshi and is like, not gonna join us, just gonna stand there looking even more out of place than we all feel.
I warned you. I don't know what to do. What time are we waiting for, Big Phatts?
And Phatts returns with the 4 drinks.
5 o'clock. Should have some Zentarium, and at that he kind of whispers, coming in here and trying to extort my good friend Lyra roundabout. We're going to make sure that doesn't happen.
Did she say how many she was expecting to be here, or?
Nope. I'm assuming quite a lot. There's supposedly the biggest fucker of them all, a guy named Gregor. Might be worth getting acquainted with our surroundings and possibly get the jump on them if we're waiting.
What time is it now, Joe?
I think it's about 4:15.
Yeah, let's have a look around, see if we can find any choke points, any strategic things.
I was going to say, I've also got urban infrastructure as one of my sort of background things.
So if we get a perception from Baggi, then.
Awesome. God, hang on one sec. Perception. Give me one moment. There we go. It is a 16.
Yep, single room space, probably with a back room that has the beer, and then single entrance, which is the front door. You guys, I think Pups, you walk around it in about 20 seconds and sit back down.
Yeah.
Like, this is no yawning portal size strategically like important space. This is a room. essentially. Something that does concern all of you, especially Big Phatts, is that when she said about smashing this place up, and you're like, this table will go if somebody just hits it hard. Like, the place is not very well put together.
Cool.
And I think, Oshi, you see a couple of the other tables, and they're just all looking at you like, why the fuck has she stood up?
And Oshi just like nods.
He's like, she reckons she, and you hear one of them go, she reckons she's got a medical. What do you mean a medical? Like, maybe she can't sit down because of medical reasons, you know what I mean? It's like, well, I'm not sure, but she seems a bit funny not to be sitting down. Yeah, what are you talking about? This other table kind of leans over. Yeah, the lady's not sitting down. It's like, oh no, she's not sitting down. That's fucking weird, isn't it? It's like, yeah, that's fucking
and then
weird.
Oshi like swings the torture bag onto the table.
Ooh. I reckon they're a plumber. Do you reckon they're a plumber? Yeah, I reckon they're a plumber. Well, that would say why she doesn't want to sit down then. And I was like, what? Well, you know, if you fix the toilets all the time, you don't want to sit down, do you? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? That makes no sense at all. It's like, yes, it does. And he starts then going into his logic of why fixing toilets means that you don't want to sit down. Which actually makes no sense whatsoever. This is very clearly 4:30 in the afternoon drinking chat. But it's also clear that the people who drink in here are close, good people. From their chats, it's like the way that one table could turn to the other table and continue a conversation. It's clear that this is a good community of people. Thank you very much for the new follow. Thank you.
Look, I think that if we're going to have ourselves a fight, we should probably do it outside, so not to damage any of the interior.
Okay. Take the fight to them. Not try and hide anything.
We sure as hell could get them before they come in, or we can wait until they show up and create some sort of a scene to draw them outside.
And as she kind of say, draw them outside, the door swings open. Ding dong, where's me money? As it is like a bunch of thugs sort of make their way in. And you see one go all the way out to the bar. Laura laughs. Come on. Get us a drink, would you? She looks over, she goes, look, you early? Yes. What? And looks around, and you see this old smashed up sort of grandfather's clock. It says 4:30. And he goes, and one of the other ones goes over and moves it to 5 o'clock. There you go, on time. Oh, give us a pint. Actually, no, I don't want any of your markets. I'll probably get sick from it anyway. So, you refused to pay me yesterday. And so I'm guessing you're gonna pay us now, right? She looks at him and she goes, you know what? Fuck off. It's just alright. I really hope I didn't hear that. I'll ask you one more time, alright? Otherwise, we're going to start smashing the shit out of this
I'm
place,
afraid that Lyra over here.
Whoa, fucking hell. The size of you. Fucking hell, do we miss him on the way in? And I was like looking at it, was it?
Are you saying I'm not shiny as hell?
Oh, mate, you're proper fucking shiny. Look at you.
That's right.
And he's like this in your chest. And it's sort of like picking his teeth out. And he's got these black teeth. It's like picking out a piece of pork out of it on your chest. Is there alright? Is what's there? That's weird. Do you know what I mean?
During the distraction, Oshi's moved round and is hidden behind the two tables of people.
Alright, let's do a roll on that.
How many advantages have I got? Anybody?
You have 0 advantages.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
What the flip?
Fucking hell.
Because we
It's
spent
almost
all
like-
last week.
It's almost like people have got things to save up
Really
for.
kind of suck
Oh
in.
no.
Okay. So I'm doing. You're 13, did you say?
Yeah. Would have been
you-
26 if I had any
just,
advantages.
you just got an advantage there, Gabs, from Fizzle Kids.
And this is. Oh, yeah. You hide. As you hide in between a couple of the tables. It's like, how the hell did you hide in here? This is practically impossible to hide in here. And he's like, oh, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, mate?
I don't understand the fucking words you just said, but what you should know is that Lyra has paid her money to us, so if you want it, you're gonna have to take it from me.
Oh. And there we go.
And he bends down.
I'm big fucking Phatts.
Oh. Am I supposed to be big fucking impressed?
Phatts is going to punch him straight in the face.
So as we see this fist sort of come through towards the camera, we're going to take a small little break there. Before we get into kind of big battle modes, I think it'd be quite nice to kind of see how this goes. Lovely. God, it's quite nice playing fucking horrible thieves again. Quite enjoyable.
You miss Blackstar, do you, Joe?
I do miss
You miss
Blackstar. You're in the nice fucking area of town. It's horrible. Everyone's cunts in the area. At least they're dickheads in the poor area. Right, okay. Good.
Just
So
different caliber of dickhead, isn't it?
it's completely different. It's like cunts and dickheads. You know, they are proper cunts in the North Ward. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Right. So, so we're going to take a little break there. I think it's going to be lovely. Keep an eye out for all of the images that you'll come through in the break time, because you'll see all of the games that are going to be this week. Have we got anyone to say anything before we move on to the half?
We got quite a few new peeps watching us at the moment. So if you haven't followed us, please, you can see above here somewhere we've got a follow goal. Like, we're trying to get up to 400 by the end of the week. But yeah, thank you for joining us. And yeah, we've got a whole week of stuff going on. So yeah, give us a follow and you'll get all the alerts of when we've got all the games coming up, which you're about to see right now.
Lovely. Oh, I've got an advantage. How lovely. Is that disadvantage?
That's the
Oh, no, it's
DM
an
advantage.
There we go. Thank you very much.
Mark.
Thanks,
Aw.
Mark. You're probably not going to die first on Wednesday. So I hope you enjoy the break and get yourself a drink, and we'll see you guys in about 5-10 minutes time.
Woo.
Pew pew pew.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother Phatts.
Welcome back, everybody, to the very 11th episode of the 3rd season of Waterdeep Mallrats Dragon Heist, on the first day of the 7 days of sabotage, our first anniversary celebrations week. So I'm really glad that you could be here to join us. All our favourites are here, and all of our new people are here, which is fantastic. It's lovely to see you, lovely to meet you. However, we finished the last half with a punch to the choppers by Big Phatts. So I think we can kind of jump straight in if you fancy that, or if you've got anything else you want to say. Oh, well, that's a very nice little background you got there, Dan. What's you got there?
Thanks very much. It's of a little show that that's going on Wednesday called 7 Deadly Kobolds. It sounds like it's going to be lots of fun. I've heard the DM's great.
Really? I've heard he's a wanker. So
I've heard you can be both of those things.
Alrighty, so let's jump straight in. So I'm going to move you guys over.
Yeah.
There we go. And let's put you guys in the map as well. All right. There we go. So let's have a look. Generic pub number 1. There we go. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That's not generic pub number 1.
Hey.
That's the yawning pool. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. I need to figure out how do I get. There we go. Generic pub number 1. Okay, so you might recognise this pub as the Chat Maison, but it is not the Chat Maison. Okay, so Big Phatts. I'm just going to move you into position so we can see where you were. There you go with the fug. All right, so I'm going to give you essentially a surprise attack round.
Great.
And then we'll go into initiative. All right. So do you want to go for your punch to the chops?
Yeah.
Some bit of music actually. So tell me when you go for the punch to the chops.
So I'm gonna do one of my weapon attacks, but the damage will only be a D4, just so because I don't have unarmed on here. Is that okay?
Yep.
Can I use one of my advantages?
Yeah, of course you can.
All right. Okay. Big fucking Phatts.
Oh! As you go to swipe for him, he literally ducks out of the way. And just sort of looks at you as you sort of stumble forward. And he's like, boys, fuck the place up. As we're going to jump into initiative. All right, guys, let's get into initiative then, please.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Okay, I'm going to do 2 different types for the thugs. One is for Gregor and one is for the other thugs. There we go. Oh my word, both
Gabby
thugs
with the
run.
initiative.
Oh,
look at all the
nice.
initiative.
I love it that both of rolls of my thugs are natural ones. I love it.
Are we able to see your rolls, Joe?
At the moment, for some unknown reason, they've come through, but the rest of the guys on the stream can see them, and I will call them out
sweet.
to be honest with you guys. All right. And anybody on the chat, if you want to call me out for cheating, crack on. Okay, so all right, so let's put this into order. Lovely, Baggi. Up at the top.
Well, I think first things first, of course, Baggi will say, "Hey, toaster, go," and the ladles go, "Tuk, tuk," and everything else goes, "Tuk, tuk, 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 tuk." And I'd quite like the little toaster, little roast toaster, to come. I reckon as a point of defence, it's going to come here,
Right.
and it's going to fire at this guy. Here we go.
So it does a cone, doesn't it?
It is a cone, yeah, and it was a flame thrower. So your DC 13 dex save.
All right, let's have a look. He rolls and he gets 13. He makes it. He makes it. He beats it. So he takes half of that damage.
Okay.
So that is 5. As you sort of like sort of blasts across in the flamethrower. You notice that one of the tables kind of like catches a little bit on fire.
Oh crap! Yeah,
as it does so, and the back wall is sort of like covered in lots of different pine. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yay.
So yes, it sort of burns the table slightly and sort of chars the backboard. You hear Lara's like, "All right."
Sorry.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I would like to. I'd actually quite like to move further back in preparation for my next go. So I'm going to squeeze. I don't want to go too far back. She's just going to come to in between these guys, and then at the same person, Baggi's going to use her crossbow.
Alrighty.
I think as my action. Let me just get down here. Crossbow. Give me 1 sec. And I'll use advantage because I might as well. Kapowie wowie. It's a 21.
Yep, that hits.
Nice, and it hits for 6 piercing damage.
Lovely. There's like slams into the side of this bug. And he's like, "Oi, fuck you." It sort of like hits into his arm. Really nice. Anything else you'd like to do, Baggi?
No, actually, I'm all right.
Okay, good. Okay, Oshi.
Oshi's going to fire her short bow at the same person that Baggi's just fired her crossbow at.
Oh no, that misses, I'm afraid. 10.
Ooh. And then she's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to just round just behind the bar here and then kneel down.
Okay, cool. So you're just kneeling for cover.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Pups. So you notice that they seem to be turning, like, look as if their attention is towards stuff and not towards you. But it is now your go.
Okay. And the person with the red dot is Gregor. Okay. So I'm gonna come to here, surround their boss.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run up the bar. Run along the side of the bar and then just leap over and just crack him across the head with the staff as I go past.
Okay. So look for the roll.
So with advantage, 16.
Oh yeah, 16 hits.
All good. 16 is good for 9.
Lovely.
And then, yeah, why not? Flurry of blows. So we go 1 and 2. Oh, that's a crit on the first one.
Yep. 21 on the second. Yep, they both hit.
Yeah. So I think what happens is Pups runs up the bar, hits with the staff, and then jumps off the back, jumps back off the staff and kicks him in the head.
Okay.
And then just sort of drops to the floor and elbows him in the nuts.
Nice. Straight in the nuts. Right.
In the nuts. So for 10, so for a further 16. So
16.
What, 25 total points.
Lovely. Good. So now he is bloodied. So that is good. Okay, Big Phatts.
Big Phatts, after having missed that first hit, is disappointed in himself. And as such,
We'll go into fucking rage.
Yeah.
Woo! Phatts is going to go into rage. That means that from his kind of these slight cracks in his armor or the lining, a kind of greenish spirits start to kind of fold out and swirl above him, to display 3 figures standing over him, looking down at Gregor, as he's going to use his ancestral protectors. So now Gregor will have to attack me on his turn, or if he attacks anyone else, he'll do it with disadvantage, and that person that he attacks will have resistance to whatever he attacks with.
And that's if you hit him, isn't it?
That's just while you're raging. The first creature you hit with an attack. Pardon me. Yes, correct.
Okay.
And then I will use the sheep. Ciao.
Yep,
20.
hits. Yep.
For 7.
Nice.
And that's me. Bonus is used. Other thing is used. And would you allow me an object interaction to flick a silver coin onto the bar for Lara as this side of it has been as the table behind has been charred.
Yep, sure. Nice. All right, so this is how it's going to work, guys. So the thugs essentially are going to try and smash the place up. You guys can use your reaction to try and stop them, but in doing so, they will attack you instead. All right. But largely, their thoughts are to smash this place up. So each table is worth a point, and then the barrel of ale is worth 3 points. If they get up to 3 points, their job is done, and Lara will go out of business. All right. But again, so the so big man Gregor, he was going to smash up the table, but he can't now because of the ancestral protectors. So he's going to go straight in for an attack to Big Phatts. 2 mace attacks. 1, which is a miss. Next one, 21 hits.
That hits. Yep.
For 5, so that is
2
bludgeoning damage. Other folks, all right. So let's do this dude over here first. He's going to try and attack the table. So I'm going to roll an attack, and then you guys are going to do like if any of you are close. It looks like Pups is the only one who's close here. To try and stop them. The rest of you guys, I will allow something. So you're going to do a dexterity saving throw versus their attack.
Okay.
So we'll do with a mace. So the attack was a 14. So you need to be 14 on a dex save.
Oh, 9.
Oh, so he turns around and he smashes into the table. The table goes into like many bits. There's a group of patrons that will stand up, sort of protecting their pints, and they are protecting their pints with their lives because there's not a lot of money there. So we have 1 point is now been done to the pub. This one is going to come to here, and it's going to try and smash up another table, which would be this one. So he's going to go in for an attack on the table. So the closest person is going to have to be Big Phatts.
Cool. So dex saving throw.
Yep. Against a 5. So you need to beat 5.
Will this come into my danger sense?
No, not at all. I'm afraid he's not harming you in any way.
Cool.
You're just trying to stop them from doing something.
So I have to beat a 5. 13.
Yep, 13. So instead he turns around and he attacks you.
Good.
With his attacks. So mace 1 is
Mace
a 9, so
misses.
that misses. And the second one is a 6, so that also misses. God, these guys can't hit for shit.
All right. Stormtroopers, is it?
This one's going to move to here. I don't think you guys can stop them. I'll allow something long from one of you guys, like a ranged stop, shall we say, to try and stop this guy from smashing up something from either Baggi or Oshi. Okay. So mace. All right, cool. So I need a dex save from one of you to beat 18.
Ooh, I think Oshi's probably the best bet for dex.
Yeah, can I use my advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, I've gone. No, it doesn't work anymore.
Okay, no, it doesn't work. So he smashes up another table, so we've now got 2 points of things. Lara's getting increasingly concerned now, as she's just seen her pub be smashed up by 2/3, so she is particularly concerned. All right, we're back round to Baggi.
So I think Baggi, realising that they're less interested in attacking us and more interested in completely fucking up the place, as a distraction, oh, this could go wrong, 5, 10, 15. If I move from there, am I provoking an opportunity attack? Is it this guy? No. Okay. Blah. She's going straight in. She's feeling brave. She's going to come here. And out of her pocket, she pulls out like a tiny, almost like a little mini, what's it called? Like a mini flute type thing. Yeah, and it's obviously been enhanced with various different kitchen utensils. And she just, without really knowing what she does, she just puts it up to her mouth and just blows as hard as she possibly can. Thus casting, of course, Thunder Wave.
Oh my God.
That's gonna wreck the place.
No, it'll just blow people away. No?
Is that the
Is
joke?
that a really bad idea?
Does
Oh.
Thunderwave affect us as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It affects everybody.
Oh, yes. Maybe I don't want to do that then.
I'll let you retcon that if you like.
Yeah, okay, I won't do that then. Oh, fuck, well, now I don't know what I want to do. Screw it.
Oh,
Because
that's
she's
so
there.
good.
Because she's there, she's just gonna... Who was the last one that she saw do any damage? Was it this guy?
Yeah, so this
Think
guy,
so.
this guy,
Closer
This
to me.
this guy didn't smash anything up. This guy had some damage on Big Phatts,
Okay.
I think.
I'll,
This
I'll-
guy did smash something up, yeah, because
Oh,
that
did
one
he?
got stopped. I can't
Right.
remember
No, the one below Gregor attacked me because I had the dex.
Oh,
save.
yes,
Gregor's
'cause you
has to
missed-
attack me because of ancestral
And-
protectors.
though. And this dude smashed up the table. Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll just go to the one directly to the left of Baggi, and she's just gonna pull out. She puts her flute away, thinking better of it, and she pulls out her great axe instead
Oh.
that we haven't seen for a while. And it's an 11. That doesn't hit.
Yep, that
does it?
hits.
Oh, it does hit. Excellent.
does hit.
For 5 slashing.
Very, very nice. Kukonk.
Yeah,
That's a technical term, isn't it? Kukonk.
I believe so. Yeah. And then what? As a bonus action, I want to get my cannon a little bit out of the way. So I'm going to sort of whistle and point to a place and think I'm going to get it to come 5, 10. Just about here for now, that's all.
Okay, I'm going to do an opportunity attack on it.
Damn it.
It's alright. It's 18, isn't it, to hit, so...
It is.
22, so it hits for 5
Hit.
bludgeoning. So it hits the
Oh.
cannon for 5.
All right.
If you can knock that off for me.
Will do. That's done. And that is the end
Alright.
of my go.
Okay, Oshisota. Behind the bar. What are you doing behind my bar? It
I'm
says
also just going
Lara.
to pop up and go for the guy directly south of her, because I guess he's the... yeah.
This one.
Am I... Or am I going to go for Gregor? And get the sneak attack. Yeah, Gregor. Fuck it. We like big numbers. Okay, short bow. Kaplan. 22.
Yep, that hits. That hits. 4. Ooh, so
17.
close. Nice. As he slams into me, he doesn't look like he's in a really good way. As a shot, you got to like pop up. I'm guessing you pop back down again.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm going to need you to be in a better position for the next stop to stop this place being smashed up. Otherwise, we'll do the dex with disadvantage because I think you're ducked down behind a bar. Just so you're aware.
So should I move now?
I would.
Okay. Oh, she's going to move. 2, 3, 4, 5. Did he smash up the table north to him, this person that I'm next to?
This one, yeah, this one here. So this will be the next one he goes for.
Yeah, so she's going to stand up to that table, staring him down.
Nice. Okay, Pups.
Gregor's looking pretty rough, right?
Oh, was there anything else you wanted to do? Sorry, Oshi, you get your bonus.
I'm guessing she can't hide, so no,
Good
she might
dodge.
just. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm gonna go into dodge.
Nice.
I'm going to be the D&D police and say you can't dodge.
Oh, is that
Okay.
what it is?
Dash,
Disengage.
disengage, hide.
Damn it.
No.
Okay, she's gonna draw a rapier and hold it up across herself.
Nice. All right. Pups. What do you want to do?
Okay, Pups is, as we've got this guy surrounded, Pups is going to go again with the quarterstaff. Just rear it up and just go straight into the top of the head with advantage. 18
Yeah, 18 hits.
for 6.
Lovely. What does that look like?
Yeah. Swings round and just straight, like almost like twirls it about 3 times in the head, and then just brings the top end, the really like thick chunky end, straight down on the top of the head, and just shouts out to the rest of them. One more table gets smashed and none of you walk out alive.
Woohoo.
And then comes over to here. And let's do it. Flurry of the blows, fury of the small, all of the things. Oh no, it's not a crit.
No, it's not. So yeah, they both hit.
Both hit. So
it's a 22 and a 21.
So
5.
1 for 5, and then 1 for that. So that. Oh yeah. So for 9, because 6 for the normal attack, and then 3 for fury of the small.
So that's minus 14. Yep. Lovely. All right. Bigfoots.
I don't know whether those thugs are GM or supposed to be GM layer, but does Phatts know that they've walked in?
No, not yet. They haven't walked in yet.
Okay, cool. Phatts will then move to. He's going to provoke an opportunity attack and move to there.
Right. Just shields. And that is a misses.
Misses.
There's a
Nice.
There's a 10. So miss.
He will then. Let's see if it's every time while you're raging. Yeah, sweet. He's then going to go for the one in between himself and Oshi.
Yep.
He's going to go sheep first with advantage. 21 to hit. Ancestral Protectors will change their focus to him.
Nice.
And then see what the damage is there.
9.
9, and then he's coming in with the shepherd offhand.
Okay, see what happens there.
17 to hit.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a 20 then. 17 hits.
For
7.
7. So 16 in total.
Yeah, so you sort of like kaboom, and then I think Big Rick's is sat on your shoulders going, "Come here, you little bastard, come here." Hit my mate in the chops. Come on. All right. So it's the Fug's turn. So he's dead. So that one goes. So I'm going to do a couple of different things. The guy that you just hit, let's do that one first. He's going to go for the attack on Big Phatts with Zimis. And it is it's a crit. Hits for 11. So that would be a 5. Yep. And then the next mace comes in against you as well. 16?
16 hits.
For another 3 bludgeoning to you.
So
6.
1.
So no, it was 6, so it's a 3 to you.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Okay, and then we do the other ones. All right. So one next to Pups kind of looks at you like, you think you're scary, my boss is fucking terrifying, and goes to smash the table. So can you do a dex save for me? Number I'm looking for is 7. So yeah, you beat it. So he goes to hit you instead. So, all right. So look. First one. It's 11. So that's a miss. Have I got any advantages left? I do, don't I?
You got 5, thanks to Mr.
mate. Yeah, I'm using one. I'm gonna use one right now.
Okay.
Okay. So he comes in for the other attack. 18.
18 does hit.
Okay. So it hits for 5 bludgeoning damage.
Thank you.
All right, one next to Baggi. He's going to go and try and smash the table. So do a dex saving throw, please, Baggi.
No.
We've got to beat 13.
Oh, God. Okay. Hang on. Sorry, I'm on my spell list. I know. Hang on. It was
You got this.
Drum roll, please, for my slow laptop. Dex saving throw. It's
thousands and thousands of dragons.
Oh yeah, so you stop it from happening. So I think the mace sort of comes down and you kind of put in your great axe, and he sort of like clunks into the great axe, who then turns and goes to swing for you instead. All right, so first attack, 19. That's for 6.
That does hit. However, as they go to hit, my little shield goes and blocks the attack, I believe. I think this is the first time I've used shield.
Okay, so what's your AC now?
So my AC is currently 20. It gains 5 extra. Oh no, sorry, 5 extra. Yes, it's 18.
8. Oh, so it does hit. So with
Oh,
a
it does
19.
shit.
So how many spell slots you got left? So I've got a feeling you might
One.
be doubling a little
I've got
low.
one. Yeah.
All right. So that hits for 6 bludgeoning, and then another mace attack comes at you.
But shield's still up.
Yes, it
And that
Beginning.
one
Where mist
misses.
just comes out the centre.
That one misses. Isn't that one? But you've used your reaction to essentially stop him from smashing a table. All right. The other, and suddenly you see the doors open and 2 more run in. And they're going to go straight up towards the bar. So I think that's about as far as they can go. One notices that he's right next to you, Pups. So he's going to go for the attack on you while he's there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, take it with advantage. That's a crit for 7.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
second attack is 19.
It's
So it hits for another 5. The one at the top here, he essentially he's going to start trying to climb over the bar to try and get to the barrel. I think that was all of them, wasn't it? Yes. All right, Baggi.
Can I ask
Yes.
what clothing? What type of clothing are these people wearing? I see not for perception, literally just like basic what I can see. Are they wearing fabric of any kind or?
They're wearing leather armor. But
Okay.
they're pretty lean in what they're wearing.
Okay. Baggi is going to attempt to pin this one down with the immovable rod. Just to keep
Hey,
him
Josh.
there.
Really, really nice. So you trying to drop him to the ground and then do it, or you just
Yeah,
tried?
I feel like if she kind of pulls the immovable rod out, I kind of want it to go through some material, maybe on the shoulder, so he's on the ground and then basically unable to destroy
So we
anything.
know that the movable rod will stay in a position in the air. So if you put it in somewhere and click it on, it will stop him from moving from that spot. It won't put him
Okay.
on the ground.
Okay, so
But you could use your action to try and pin him down, like trip him over, and then stick the rod on him.
then stick the rod on? Okay, that's what I would like to do then, please, if that's okay.
Alright. Remember, the best way of doing this is to go prone.
Stripping?
Did you say stripping?
I said tripping. I was like, what do I do for tripping someone up? Is it acrobatics?
Alright. I reckon this would be athletics.
Okay. We're gonna go. Oh,
because
okay,
it's
I'll use-
essentially, yeah, it's a wrestling move essentially, isn't it? So I'll do a strength check on my end,
and
and
I'm
you
gonna
do.
use advantage because just in case.
All right.
It's a
Let's say
16.
Versus a crits it.
Oh, piss.
So you go to try and trip him up, and he sort of resists you. So you're unable to push him onto the ground. However, if you still wanted to go ahead with the go and throw the immovable rod on him to stop him from moving, you could do.
Yeah, that's true. Can I just try and obscure it in front of him so that it's really hard for him to get to the table, almost like it's
Oh yeah, like a
hovering in-
barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, so you kind of like just present this rod and click a button.
Yeah.
And he's just like, which I think will give him a disadvantage on the next one against the table. So then you've got a
Amazing.
more likely chance of taking it. Really lovely go.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna get little ye olde cannon. Whoop whoop. Roaster toaster. Just gonna go over there.
All right, cool.
Okay.
You're not gonna fire it at all.
I just think because of the cone, there's too much, and that there's pups in the firing line and there's tables in the firing line.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm gonna wait.
All right.
It's prepped and ready to go.
Okay, Oshi. So you are now flanking this person in front of you, which means you got the advantage to attack them if you wanted to. And you see big Phatts on the other side, which you usually see Pups on the other side. So this is an interesting one for you.
There is a person climbing over the bar, though, isn't there?
There is, yeah.
Depends if she wants death or just to stop someone. She's going to use a rapier because she doesn't get to use it that often. On the boy in between, on the person in between big Phatts and herself.
All right, let's have a look. There's an advantage. 21 hits.
8.
All right. It's been a little while since we've had this little description. So, Oshi, what does that look like?
Birthday, death scene.
Not a birthday without death.
She's gonna like just swing it round, and as she goes through, she does it with such force that she also spins round. And by the time she comes back, she just sees that like the lower part of their arms are gone, and then slowly the body, just like the top half of the body, just like wavers and then falls like a timber, and then there's just 2 legs, and then they crumple. And then all this, like the blood from the top starts going out, and there's like blood everywhere, and there's these hands, lower hands flopping around, and she has to wipe it on her bare leg from where she's, like, wipe the blood off on her bare leg where she's just ripped her dress off and puts it back in.
Oh, I love it.
Use your locket.
It's so good.
Use my locket.
Yeah, you could gain another thing, isn't it? If someone dies in your presence.
I'll suck them in, but I don't know if I.
Doesn't want to give up them torturing proficiencies.
Yeah,
surely.
I quite like torturing at the minute.
All right. All right.
Yes,
Well, you crack on.
Do they not stack though, in terms of having advantage on death saves and stuff?
That's later. Got to be like level 9 for that. But this person obviously goes into my locket now, so.
Yeah. So the last thing that his thoughts are is like, if we don't smash this place up, we're dead men. That's like the last thing you kind of hear.
Too late.
No. Okay. Pups, you are absolutely surrounded.
I'm guessing these 2 to the east of me are more focused on the bar, right?
Yeah, they're looking to go over the top and try and get that barrel.
And is it if they smash one more table, then it's game over, right?
Well, pretty much one more thing that gets smashed in this place. It's game over.
Oh, that changes things. Okay, I'm gonna try and finish off this guy to my left then.
Oh!
10.
Oh man, I thought it was going to be crit.
Yeah.
No, that misses, I'm afraid.
Yeah, so just gonna punch him just the once. 24.
24 hits. 4, 5.
5.
Great. So you sort of like, kapow! And you sort of punch him in the chops.
Not happy.
Okay. Not happy. All right, big Phatts.
Phatts is going to move. Can I stand on that space?
Yeah, of course you can. You can stand on the body. I mean, it's difficult terrain, but it doesn't matter because you're stopping there.
Great. Since the guy nearest the bar was trying to climb over the bar, I'm gonna try and make sure that doesn't happen. So we'll go for a sheepish attack on him, and I'll use reckless attack so that I get advantage on this. But anyone else that attacks me will get advantage on me.
Yep, sure.
Pitch out. 12 to hit.
12 hits.
Ooh, big money, big money. That's 9. I'll also use my ancestral protectors. So now he has to attack me. Or, I mean, he can still attack the table, but he'll be doing it with disadvantage. And it will be resistant to his hits. So.
Yeah, I think we've been playing that he'll attack. They've been attacking you instead, I think.
Great.
So we'll carry on with that.
Keep that up
right.
then, sweet. And then I'm going to go bonus shepherd
Oh, yeah.
for 12 again.
12 hits.
Skadoosh.
Oh,
That is 10 in total, so
Oh,
19.
much better. Very, very nice. He's definitely overbloodied. So that's a good call. Anything else?
That is me.
Right, cool. So I think I'm going to do that dude first. I think it's an easy way of doing it. So he's going to try and attack you. No advantages. Don't think.
The guy I just attacked.
Yeah.
He does get advantage because I did reckless.
Oh, he does have advantage. Oh, I've been playing this all wrong. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, so he goes for advantage. And it is a crit. So he hits you for 6. That's 3. And he goes for another attack on you. 21, which hits.
Hits.
For 8. That's 4 on you.
Nice one, thank you.
Okay, and now we're going to go around for the tables.
okay.
Ooh,
Come on.
okay. So I'm going to do
Crunch
disadvantage. I'm going to do disadvantage 1 in front of Baggi. Let's
Mhm.
do that one first. So he goes for his attack. So Baggi, a dex saving throw for me, please. Oh, 14 is what you got to beat.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Can I do
Do you wanna use
advantage?
advantage?
Yeah, I was going to say yes, please.
Yeah, sure.
Advantage on this. It's a
Hey!
19.
Yes.
19.
Lovely. Alrighty. So, has been 5 feet of the creature. No, they're not. Great. So they're going to attack. She's going to attack you twice. Ka-chow. First track. I'm sorry, Rob. That's your thing. Hits you for 5 bludgeoning damage.
Ugh.
Okay. Second attack is kablammy. Is that one of your stuff? Can I use that one?
Real nice, I like
Okay.
it.
Good. 18.
Oh, piss, yeah.
And that hits you for 6 bludgeoning.
She's alright.
She's alright.
Yeah.
Okay,
She's
one near
gonna
Pups is going to go for an attack on the table. So let's get dex saving throw, please. I'm looking for 16.
I'm going to use an advantage on this. Dex save with advantage. Yo! 18.
18, yeah, that beats it. So he's going to turn around and hit you
All right.
twice
Bring it.
with advantage. 18,
Hits.
5 bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
Second mace attack with advantage. 17
Meets it beats.
for 6 bludgeoning.
You see Pups start to rock.
Oh, shit.
On
Okay.
his heels.
Okay, this one here next to Big Phatts is going to try and smash. I think there's a table just near where Big Phatts is. So he's going to try and smash that one.
Great.
In fact, what I'm going to do is move over here. So if you can't do an opportunity attack because you just use your action to stop.
Me?
Yeah, to stop
Yeah.
the other table. All right, he's going to move to there and he's going to try and smash the table up for Big Phatts. So mace attack is a 7. So I need you to be at 7 with your dex, Big Phatts.
I'm feeling lucky. I'm not going to use an advantage. Let's go.
Whoa.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, he really beats it. Good man. Thank you very much. Mwah. So yeah, he attacks you instead. Kachowie with them. Oh, kablammy. 18.
18 hits.
So that is for 1 bludgeoning damage in total. And that's what you take. Or just easier just to cut in half. 12? Nah, that doesn't hit. Misses. As he goes over and swings and kind of like clung and sort of like smashes into your arm, which you purposely put there to stop him from hitting anywhere important. Okay, I think that is everyone. I'm going to bring in Lara now. And she's fucks off with this guy here, so she's going to give him a smack.
She gets advantage too.
She has advantage, and she's a strong one. She pulls a long sword out from under the bar. And it's got the insignia of the 15th written on it. This is clearly an old sort of slightly rusted sword, but it's seen battle. So she goes in for a 2-handed attack. Hits for 6 slashing, and she gets another one.
Go on.
And then for another 4, so she takes 10 out of this guy. She's like, get out of my pub! And she sort of slashes him across the face. And I think that is everyone. Okay, Baggi, back round to you.
Okay, Baggi is like, I feel shit. Okay, question. If I neck a potion of healing, is that interacting with an object and not technically an action?
It's a free action. So
it's a free action. Yeah, so I would love to neck my potion of healing, which I presume is...
That is fine.
Is it 1d6 or 1d4?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2?
No, is it 2? It is 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, there you go.
That is 7. That is 9. That is wonderful. Thank you very much, potion of healing. And feeling a little bit better, she's just going to smack this guy in the fucking head with her great axe. That's what she's going to do. Give me 1 sec.
What, this dude here, the one that's pinned down.
The one that is pinned.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on that attack.
Nice.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay, here we go. It's a 22.
Oh, it's a crit. Yes.
Yes. It's a 14.
Oh, my word. It's not enough to take him down, but they are fairly close.
Oh,
Awesome.
critted that.
I know, right?
Really lovely. Anything else you want to do, Baggi?
Yeah, she commands the little cannon just to move forward a bit, and then while she does that, she shouts to Pups, get behind the bar if you can. And that's the end of Baggi's go.
Lovely. Okay, Oshisota.
Oh,
yeah, you see kind of a big crowd in front of you around, obviously around Baggi and Big Phatts. You see the guy by the bar, and you see the guy that Pups has been relentlessly beating up since the beginning.
Oshi's going to move to here.
Mm-hmm. Really nice.
Use her rapier
With
advantage. 13
Yeah, that hits.
for 12.
Lovely. So yeah, doesn't quite get bloodied, but he's fairly beaten up from that attack.
And then she's going to use, hearing what Baggi just said, and she doesn't know where this creepy creature, Fire Lord, goes. She's going to use her bonus action to disengage and then go 5, 10, 15, 20 feet back here.
Gotcha. Lovely. Really, really nice. Okay, Pups.
How's this dude looking?
Your relentless punch bag.
Yeah, my relentless punch bag. His boss went down easier than this. Jesus.
I know, right? He's bloodied. You reckon with enough attacks, as in like a round of attacks that hit for you, should be able to take him down. You should be able to take him down.
And am I in engaged with this one?
I'm gonna say no, not in our rules.
Okay, sweet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with a quarterstaff hit, 24 to hit.
That hits.
And just jab him in the chest with it. For 7 and yeah, so I'm gonna use my last key point. And I'll do unarmed strike 11.
Yeah, that hits.
For 6.
Oh my word! All right, that is enough. So tell me what that looks like.
Amazing. So yeah, just like jabs him down, jabs him with the quarterstaff, and he's sort of falling towards the table, and he just sort of like picks him up like 2 fingers in the nose, and just like picks him backwards and slams him on the floor. because he's pissed off. And then Pups is gonna jump over the bar. How far can I get? Where is the prized barrel? Is it this one?
Yeah, it's those ones at the back there.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So gonna go over to here, and then he's gonna use my last, because I used a key point. Is gonna like put his hands together like this and just come inwards with his hands and cast and use healing hands or hand of healing for 7. Yes.
Nice, mate.
And he's just sort of stood with his back against the barrel, like almost like slightly leaning against it, just being like, no one's getting past. Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
And all you keep seeing is the guy that doesn't fall in front of you. And you're like, you bastard.
Should have been here 10 minutes ago.
All right. Big Phatts, you are fairly surrounded. You've got the dude in front of you that Lara seems to be taking care of, who looks pretty battered. There's a guy next to you that is in pretty much full strength. And there's another one who's been pinned by this immovable rod.
The only thing I'm surrounded by is fear and dead man. I'm going to attack on the ground man. Does that give me advantage if I attack him?
I'll give you advantage on it. He's not quite technically on the ground, but we've kind of been playing it like that. So yeah, take advantage.
Okay, I'm going to go sheep with him. Yes, geese.
Oh, yes, mate. Well done.
That is 4. 9.
Oh, just the right amount. So tell me what that looks like.
Yes.
Guys are nailing it on the just the right amounts today.
Phatts is concerned about the amount of blood that is being spilt in this bar we're not supposed to destroy. So as he brings his axe down, he just turns it to the flat edge and just pummels his nose into the back of his face.
Nice. So I'm actually going to take that as non-lethal. So actually, you've knocked him out. So if you wanted to do anything with him later,
Good.
you could do. Anything else?
Bonus. I'm going to turn around and attack the other person with the shepherd.
This guy or this guy?
Not by the bar, the one beside Baggi.
This one. Yeah.
We'll go for him, and if it hits, I'll use Ancestral Protectors. 18 to hit.
I think you've got one Ancestral Protectors already on, haven't you?
That person is dead now, I think.
Oh, okay. My apologies. Yeah, that one hits.
Let me just reread this. While you're raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn becomes the target of the warriors, which hinders its attacks. Until the start of your next turn, that target has yada yada yada. The effect on the target ends early. I don't know if I can switch them.
Okay, well, I didn't know. I did say the one you targeted was the dead one.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, in that case, that shepherd attacks the person beside Baggi for 8.
Cool. Yeah, he's bloodied now.
And I am now the focus of their attacks.
Lovely. All right. So, veterans. So, this veteran is going to jump over the bar, then get to here, realizing that he can't get to the barrel. So, he will attack Pups instead.
I'm going to give you disadvantage on that.
Lovely. Number 1 is a 9, so that misses.
Sweet.
Number 2, I'll take the advantage on. And that will be... it misses anyway, it's 10. Okay, and then the other one is been forced to attack Big Phatts, right?
Yes, I just reread it, and it's the first person on your turn that you attack, so they do switch.
Okay, so a 12.
12 misses.
Okay, second one. 15.
15 meets, it hits.
Okay, so you take a total of 3 bludgeoning damage off that one.
Skadoosh.
Okay. I think that is all of the thugs. You're doing pretty well with this, guys. Lara. Lara's got to have a little bit of action here, so she's going to move there because she's strategically clever, and she's going to beat the fucking shit out of this guy with her long swords twice.
Go on, Lara.
With advantage. I'm going to roll both of them now, and I don't care if they hit because she's going to beat the shit out of him. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think Pups. There's not a lot of things that can disturb you, but seeing a mad half-elf woman continually smash and beat something to its mush in front of you, screaming, "Get your dirty fingers out of my pints!" As she's like smashing the crap out of this guy. It's something that kind of gonna stick with you for a very, very long time.
I think as this is happening, Pups is just going row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, because this is the second bloody, traumatizing murder he's experienced 5 feet away from him in about 3 hours.
Plenty of enemies heavily armed.
Really lovely. So I think that's all of them. So there is, he's dead. So he's definitely dead. Right, you got one guy left, and one unconscious guy left. So Baggi.
Great. So this guy is the one who's still going, right?
Yep.
Okay. Baggi's gonna turn her attention to that guy. Do I have advantage because we're technically flanking him in big Phatts, or not really?
You move round to the right of him, you will.
Then I will do
12,
that.
6 or 3, 9.
Boom! Then I'm doing that. I don't think I've ever flanked before. How has that happened? Okay, so with advantage, great axe, kapowie, papowie, dadawi, shigaba. It's a 20.
Yeah, 20. 20 hits.
For 13.
Oh my word!
This
Good.
great axe, Baggi.
All right, tell me what that great axe looks like when it slices through thug flesh.
Well, the axe soars through the air towards the thug flesh, and we see a close-up of the thug's flesh, sort of pimpling, like goose pimpling, as it comes close. And Baggi literally has a look on her face that is just like, because she's so annoyed that she hasn't been able to use her fucking cannon because it just sets fire to everything. And so as it comes down, it's just straight through the middle, like a proper like, and it comes down with such force, but then it just stops. But it does enough. It goes through the heart, and the pimples die down, and the skin goes, I don't know, numb, and he just falls to the floor. And she is really happy about it. She was so angry.
That's my favourite line from you, Evie. She's so happy about it.
And then Baggi looks at the axe and is like, yeah, this is pretty great.
Yeah. Pups is
As you
just
guys-
looking over from the bar at Baggi, just so proud.
So we're going to come out of turn order. As you guys kind of look around, and you managed to save the pub.
Yeah.
And there's only a couple of tables smashed up. Well done, guys. So that was literally like on a knife edge throughout the whole of that battle. It was like, you guys, you're gonna lose this. Really, really well done. So you see Lara, and she sort of looks up at you, and she's sort of slightly drooling. I think, Pups, you kind of read in her eyes that she might not be here right now. As she sort of begins to sort of calm down.
At ease, soldier.
She kind of looks up. I suppose I better get ready for the evening rush. She goes and gets her mop. She just sort of pops it down. And then she realizes that she bought a mop just in case she'd get a floor. So she puts the mop back and just sort of scoops them up on a shovel and sort of pours it into a bucket. I haven't got much to kind of give you. But she kind of puts her hand under her bar and pulls out these kind of 5 dusty bottles. You can take those, I suppose, as a thank you.
Wow.
You made a good friend today. You're always welcome. Oh my god, I forgot the name of the fucking pub again.
Loose.
Loose guy.
Kaya.
You're always welcome here at the Loose Gaia.
Well, thank you for everything that you've done for us. And we will take those bottles as a token of your appreciation.
Apart from one, and then Baggy slides one bottle back and just says, "Sorry about the older smoky damage."
Don't worry about it. It'll sand out, I suppose. Anyway, I gotta get these bodies out of here. But I don't think the Xanathar will be coming back again. Especially with and she like slams a massive great like long sword on the bar.
And Pups goes,
I think I might hang this one up behind the bar. There's a warning. Blood and all.
It will certainly add to the charming aesthetic you have here already.
Yeah, you sarcastic prick. Fuck off.
Can I ask you just one favor before we go?
Of course.
Can we take a look at some of these bodies and see if we can find anything out?
Mate, you take them, as long as you're happy to get rid of them. Well, you literally dump them in the street and somebody will take them away, I'm sure.
Yeah,
a bit like old furniture, you know, you just put the furniture outside and somebody will take it. I'm sure a dead body will go straight away.
Like fly tipping, but with, yeah, okay. And Pups goes over to the leader and has a search, has a loot.
Oh, right. Let's do an investigation.
I'm going to use an advantage on this. No, I'm not.
Because you haven't got any.
Yeah, I've got two.
Right.
Yeah.
The most that you find is you do find a Zentarium black dragon tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. You don't find anything else, unfortunately.
Slightly embarrassed, Pups just goes, "Oh well, thank you for your time," and just starts grabbing one of the guys and pulling them out by the ankle.
Is that the unconscious guy, or is Big Phatts? Have you got that one?
Oh, I'm taking out my punching bag. That's who I'm taking outside.
So, as you go to sort of start taking them away, Baggi sort of like looks over.
Yeah, I really want to do an investigation check, particularly interested in kind of like where they might live or a hideaway or something, whether there's any kind of documents on them or like clues to where they might chill out. It's great. I'm just going to use the last of my advantage because, yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Nice.
It's a 19.
19. Okay, cool. I'm going to say you find mud on their boots, which doesn't come from the field ward. Definitely a much darker. I mean, I think you go and you taste it, and it's got a little bit of saltiness to it.
Okay. Excellent.
And then you hear from one of them.
Oh shit. This guy's still going.
So
I'm aware.
You see this guy here. He's sort of like he's trying to look through two like swollen eyes.
Can Oshi just rip an arrow off at him?
Oh no!
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
No,
attack with advantage.
Information, Oshi. Information.
Yeah, we could.
15 hits.
Alright.
Hits. Yeah, it hits. So you can use a sneak attack on it as well if you want. As he goes, what the. And sort of just straight through his voice box.
Well, there goes asking him any questions.
These are the same people that kidnapped her, right, as well?
They're a different gang.
She doesn't care.
So, exactly. This is the
They're all
thing, is you
bad.
guys. They're all bad, exactly. As you just see it, nice shot. As there's a guy still in the corner with a pint. And one goes, yeah, right, I owe you 2 gold pieces for that. Yeah, I told you should make that shot. And he sort of hands over 2 copper pieces. He's like, oh, Lara, can I have another pint? And she's like, all right. And it just goes over and gets another pint out for him. As the life continues as you take the next 10 minutes dragging out bodies. And so, but every time you dump them outside, you go in to get a new one, you come back out and the other one's gone.
Wow.
No idea.
Oshi's not going to help with that. She's going to slink over to the bar where Baggi pushed the 5th bottle back. And I'm assuming Lara hasn't taken that back.
Lara has taken it back, but she hasn't taken it back yet. She's accepted it, but she hasn't slid it under the bar yet.
Okay, Oshi's going to go over to Lara and offer a gold piece for it.
No. What is it?
What's what?
It's obviously precious to you. What is it?
I don't know. You had it under the bar. I thought it was precious to you.
5 gold pieces.
Is this the first time you ever met a auntie?
So Jen goes, she leans in and goes, it's the first time you've been in a fucking bar.
No, my dear. I was trying to be nice, and she just takes the gold piece back and leaves.
Just kill her and let's get this over with, guys.
She sort of drags over the bottle and she wipes it, and she sees that it is full of a red, slightly pearlescent liquid. She goes, fuck you know. She pops it under the bar. As she sees the healing potion that she's now got hidden behind the bar. Thanks, Fizzlekins.
Thank you, Fizzlekins.
So you kind of make your way outside, and as you kind of get outside, you kind of look up and you see kind of all the birds that are flying over the city. You hear over in the corner, oh, fucking hell, one of them shot at me. And he's sort of like, there's a guy over in the corner sort of trying to get rid of the bird shit and he's kind of off his shoulder. And then one of the birds sort of circles and then sort of falls down and then lands right in front of you, Baggi. As you look down at it, and it's a little paper bird. And you go over and you kind of pick up paper bird, and it turns into a big piece of paper. It says, "Dear Baggi, dear Bagalina, I have I found some really interesting information. I need to drop it off to you. I prefer it if maybe Mr. Big Phatts came to collect it, but I'll be in Trollskull Alley this evening. Yours, Lomley."
Baggi turns to Big Phatts and goes, might have some other pieces of the puzzle from our friend Ralph.
Oh, yeah?
He wants to meet, and he's asked to just meet you.
All right. Did he say anything about my attire or any reason? Pardon?
He's got information. That's all I know.
Right, okay. Well, I'll give myself a good polishing before I head down there.
And I can help you if you fancy.
Sure.
Okay, so unless you guys have anything else to do in the field ward, you guys make your way back to Trollskull Alley. And you kind of come in and the place is starting to look really clean. In fact, some of the chairs are starting to be propped up with like little blocks of metal that seem to have been sort of forged together somehow. As you look up and you see little ricks in like almost looks like a cleaning penny and he's trying to get cobwebs out of the one of the areas, and he sort of like gets it. He goes, all right, just did a bit of cleaning.
Wow.
Do you like it? Oh, and he jumps down and he sees straight past you guys towards the windows. Like, I missed a bit. And he sort of cleans the window.
Well, I mean, I suppose the real test of whether we like it is whether or not Oshi wants to sit down.
I've got a chair for you, Oshi. And you kind of look behind, and you've got a stool, and the top is like the legs are still a bit manky, but the top is like completely like washed down, polished top. All the tears in it have been sewn up. Thought you might like it.
It's a start.
Oh, I'll do better next time.
It's a good start, though.
You can do my room as well.
I've already started.
So you're quite good at embroidery, it looks like.
I'm good at making things.
Do you like
And then
sewing?
he makes a look towards Baggi.
Where
looks
did
back.
you get the tools from?
Well, I thought as you were taking the stuff from the kitchen, I could just take stuff from your room.
And he kind of looks over at Big Phatts like,
And what you see is
now
like
understand.
you're like I think you have a jewelry like cleaning brush.
yeah.
And you've seen that he's been using it to get the scum out of sight out throughout the windows.
You know, little Rix, now I look round, you've actually done a fantastic job.
I have never been proud of you, little Rix.
Okay. It's fine.
Well done. Well done.
I'll have a look at the things that you've borrowed. I'll make sure they're workable again.
What do we think? Scrambled eggs for everyone? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I go for some eggs.
All right, I'll get to work.
So we kind of see Big Phatts kind of walk into the kitchen, and we go forward a little bit, and you guys have kind of all eaten scrambled eggs. As we see this kind of like, well, it looks like a really lovely sort of family kind of reunited again, eating eggs with struggling to find knives and forks. As Big Phatts, you kind of realise it's the time of coming up to go and meet Lumley out in the alleyway.
Well, I have to go now, pick up some information. So y'all sit tight. Try not to get kidnapped again. And don't bring trouble to the doorstep.
As you guys see Big Phatts kind of go outside, Big Phatts, you kind of look across and you're sort of waiting for about 3 or 4 minutes. And then you see two people coming across, one of which you recognize as Lumley. The other guy you don't recognize at all, but he looks like he is looking around a lot. Looks a bit terrified. As you start walking towards them, as we see you two kind of coming together back inside the house, you guys kind of continue eating your eggs.
Is he ever going to stop acting like our dad?
And as you say, Dad, this huge explosion suddenly occurs from outside and smashes through all of the windows to the front of the house. And flame and fire bursts through the windows as the whole street has a moment of silence before the screams begin to occur as we fade to black.
Time to roll a new character.
Oh no!
Shit.
Okay. Good. We are now on our way through to the next part of the adventure. I hope you guys have enjoyed what we've done this evening. I had a lot of fun. Don't worry, Rob, he is not dead.
I've heard that before, Joe.
I know you have. I know you have. But he's not dead yet. So so we're going to kind of move on next week into the kind of the next part of the adventure. I hope you guys have had fun. Yes.
Great fun.
Yeah.
Good. Everyone's like, not again, not yet, not again. So hope you guys are going to enjoy the rest of the week, which of course today is not even finished. We've got a fantastic gig coming up from DJ Bojack, so Bo's bedroom party is going to be taking over from us relatively shortly after the stream finishes. But of course, tomorrow. So tomorrow, I've got another rerun of the first couple of seasons. So episode 2 of this season. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. Episode 2 of season 3 will be on tomorrow morning at 10. We then go into a wonderful game with Zach's Big Wave with Big Eyes, Small Mouth. And then into Gabby MacPherson playing through with John Cooper for Emperor of the Waves, and finish off with a lovely little bit of cabaret performance from, I can never say the name correctly, so I'm struggling here. Eva von
Shippish? Shippish? Upward inflection?
Yeah, I think so. We'll pop it in the chat as well. So do check out to see what we've got on for the rest of the week. I hope you're going to enjoy it, and of course stay around and let's have a dance and have some fun this evening with DJ Bojack. I love you guys very much, and I'll see you all tomorrow. See you later. Bye.